Montel Jordan. This is how we do it. Blake and Aaron Show brought to you by Subway Eat Fresh. Hey, don't forget, we're paying your bills this month and next month with $2,000 cash. All you have to do to enter to win is head to any Burger King location and any of our presenting sponsors and drop your details in the ballot box. That's located right there on site. And pay your bills. It's presented by Burger King this year, so we appreciate that. No purchase necessary. Must be 18 or over to enter. You can enter as many times as you like, and we will do a random draw coming up on March the 6th for the grand prize winner, and we have some runner-up prizes, too.
Ooh.
Some of the supporting sponsors, J&. Money, Edie's Decor, Atlantic, Pure Air, and CUC. So get out there and get your details in that ballot box. That's all you need to do to win $2,000 cash from Kiss FM.
Big news. I have some important news for you. Interesting news.
It's Blake and Aaron's Spilling the Tea with Sandy.
Cayman's top news headlines of the day from CMR.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you?
Morning.
Hey, good morning, Blake and Aaron. How are you guys doing?
Well, happy Friday.
No.
Yeah.
Can't
That's
do
a
it
Friday.
today.
Deal.
Kind of.
All right. It is Tuesday,
Yeah,
February the 21st.
we're off tomorrow.
Couple bits of news for you this morning. So, of course, the government officials, including the governor, is welcoming the Earl and Countess of Wessex to the Cayman Islands. They arrived yesterday on their official transportation, which would have been the royal plane of some sort.
Mhm.
And they were met by the governor, chief justice, members of cabinet, parliamentary secretaries, and the honorable leader of the opposition and the police commissioner.
Okay.
So welcome. They will be here for a number of days and they will be attending some events, including checking in the Coast Guard and also attending the agriculture show tomorrow.
Where do
So
the
you might-
royals stay when they stay on island?
That is such a good question.
Does it, do they
With
stay
the
in
governor?
the guest room or the governor's
Yeah.
mansion?
I
Probably.
kind of almost feel like they don't, but we don't know. I'm
Do they
not
have
sure
a
if
pull-out couch at the governor's, governor's mansion?
No, I'm sure
Probably a
they're.
hotel.
I'm sure that they're staying at a more posh location than that.
Mm.
But no, we don't know. So they're going to also attend the 100 Women in Finance events as part of their global ambassadors. And so if you catch a glimpse of them, the police have said, in fact, that you might see their convoy traveling. So they are encouraging people to make way.
wave?
Somebody says they're staying at the Ritz. Don't know if that's confirmed or not, but that would make sense. So yes, someone did, the police did say that just, be on the lookout for them as their royal convoy might be seen traveling around the place.
Sure. So just
Um,
make sure you wave.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
royal,
Or
that
do you
royal
salute?
wave.
You salute. No,
I've got my royal
Courtesy.
wave pat down pat. So Minister J.E. Banks has received a courtesy call from the Montserrat Minister of Agriculture. Apparently during the exchange, Minister Buffonji, not 100% sure on that one, spoke about energizing relations between the Cayman Islands and Montserrat, and they both agreed to promote cooperation and to share resources and solutions in agriculture and food security.
Mhm.
So apparently he's also in the Cayman Islands on invitation of Minister Ebanks, and he will be attending the agriculture show as well tomorrow.
very cool.
Alrighty then.
So there you go. And of course, tomorrow is the 54th annual agriculture show. So make sure that you go out. They'll have everything from a farm queen competition, an expanded agro-industrial area district and livestock displays, equestrian showcase, interactive children's area, a food court, live music, and entertainment.
By the way, they just paved that road.
Yeah, I heard.
Down.
Yeah, they
the-
paved it for the Royals.
Oh, is that what they did? Or why
Yes.
they did it? Okay. Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. A royal
we
job
got
done.
that. We got that intel on Saturday that it was a last minute request because the Royals are coming.
Yeah.
I was like, can the Royals come down my road? Because
I know. I was gonna say there's a couple ones that let's
I
get
know.
through.
I
Why
need
don't
my
we give
road
them
paved
some of
too.
that
I
I've
would
got
say-
some wild
On a
chickens that
Saturday.
they can look at for agriculture.
Yeah.
When-
Nice
when
that they did it, but
when
doing
are
it on
they-
a Saturday?
They need to pave that road in front of
They need to pave
the water, Cayman water. You know that where all those all those little roads are. What am I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
In industrial areas?
No, up by the water company.
Oh,
Like where
West Bay?
Yeah, like up,
Okay.
yeah, off the bypass there.
Oh, okay.
The frontage road
Oh, yeah.
that
Well,
goes to all the arteries down.
get in
down by
line
the,
with all the roads that need to be
It's
paved.
terrible. Wow, it is awful. Anyway, is that it, Sandy?
Yep, that's it.
All right, catch Sandy's show coming up on Bobo 89.1 FM. We'll see you Thursday morning.
Wonderful.
All right,
Bye.
have a great holiday. All right, Aaron, what you got coming up in your celebrity run?
Bigger, better, bolder. The cold, hard truth is taking talk to the next level. Right here on Bobo 89.1 FM, Cayman's community radio.
We are still spilling the tea.
And committed to being part of the change that Cayman so desperately needs. Join Sandy Hill weekdays from 7:30 a.m. for Premier Access, Cayman Voices, Truthful Thursdays, and much more. Cayman's #1 talk show is now bigger, better, bolder, and more than talk. Getting results with hot topics, consumer reports, court exposés, and more.
Come to set the record straight. I've come to shine the light on you. Let me introduce myself. I am the cold, hard truth.
Now, from the CMR studio in Grand Cayman,
Live, direct.
it's the cold, hard truth. Now, join the conversation on 345-936-2626.
That number again is
345-936-2626.
All right. Good morning, folks. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. So as you guys know, tomorrow is a public holiday. And if you're parents or you drive from the Eastern districts, you will also know that there is no school this week. And that's why your morning commute has been so much easier. OMG. Yeah. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the program, because we think we have a solution. Just never send your kids to school ever again. Good morning, Cayman. How are you guys doing? How you doing, honey? Chill. Let me see who's with us this beautiful Tuesday morning. We are waiting on a guest to join us from Health City. We've got someone new who I don't think has been on the program before. It's exciting when somebody new comes on the program. I like it. I'm always like, hello, how are you? Welcome to the cold hard truth. And they're like kind of a little bit scared. And then they're like, that was so easy. I was like, yeah, we don't bite. We really don't bite. How are you guys doing? Hello. Yes, honey child. Let me see who's here in the studio. We got Stephen joining us in the beautiful UK. Hello, Stephen. Well, it might be beautiful. I don't know yet. I haven't been, so I can't say for sure. Some parts of it and photos looks nice. Yeah. Stephen, what part are you in, by the way? Not that I would know the difference, but I'm curious. We've got Diamond Princess right here from Savannah. Hello, Diamond Princess. How are you? I always run into Diamond Princess at the grocery store. Irvlin's also in the house. Miss Irvlin says that the Royals are staying at the Ritz. Really? I don't know this. Chuck, I see your message. He knows I'm talking to him. Okay, let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can pump up the volume. Okay, that's my output, so that shouldn't make a difference. Hold on 1 second, Chuck. Give me a second here. It's saying that I'm coming in way too low. So I'm going to make a little tips of an adjustment. I noticed that it keeps saying that anytime I'm sitting today, and it says that. So let me just move it all the way up to 80%. Is that any better? What happens is we push up your volume on your side, but coming in too quiet. Okay, the weird thing is I'm not really any further from the mic because the way I sit, like I'm literally on top of the mic. So it's so weird. I think I need to get a new chair though, Chuck. Can we budget for me to get a new chair? Chuck is over here like, what? We don't have a budget for you, lady. So listen, I'm putting on my little moisturizer this morning. My skin feels a little bit dry. Of course, no sleep last night. So before our guests come on, we'll have some little open mic opportunity. Hopefully they're coming on. They're by themselves this morning. So putting on a little bit of this, my vitamin E aloe. Is it vitamin E and aloe? I can't even remember. These capsules are amazing. And it only takes a little bit to moisturize your entire face. Trust me, moisture is important to stay wrinkle free, y'all. See, I just put on one little tips. There we go. Somebody said nobody cares about the Royals. Y'all are unbelievably shady and probably honest at the same time. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right. I'm going to tell y'all what I think about the Royals here in a second. So get in the comment section and put that in the comment section there, man. I dare you. I double, triple dare you to do it. Don't DM me. Go in the comment section and say what you just said. Nobody cares about the Royals. Because y'all be DMing me stuff and I'm like, why don't you just publicly say that? I mean, it's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion. Hello. It's a free country, honey child. I think this person might be afraid of the wife. Hello, KK. KK says they'll be fine. Did they get the red carpet? Based on the pictures that I saw, let me just have a look-see. Let me see here now. Did they literally get the red carpet? Why do they roll out a red carpet for people? Is there some logic behind it? Oh, today's post interview has been put up, Uh-oh. Okay. I'm just getting word that we're going to have complete open mic this morning. Aw. All right, no problem. I see these scammers in my inbox talking about we're introducing our latest product, the new semi-quantitative HCG one-step pregnancy test 5-in-1 dip card. 5-in-1. So does that tell me if I'm pregnant 5 times? What the heck? Oh, these people can send you some foolishness. Can I just tell you? And I mean, it's like it's I got to show you guys this because this looks kind of funny actually. These Chinese scammers. I'm the last one that you should ever, and I mean ever, try to send these scamming emails to. They almost got me with something the other day, but I'm a little bit smarter than them. But I was like, what they try to do sometimes, I'll tell you about these scammers, is they try to convince you that sometimes that there's something wrong with your email account. They'll send you stuff like, oh my gosh, Instagram's going to block you. Facebook's going to block you. But little do they know. I'm like, do I care? I mean, hello, we get blocked all the time. It's certainly not going to stop the choo-choo train. So I'm just like, whatever. I'm supposed to be impressed by that. So yeah. They sent me something in relation to one of my accounts. I can't even remember exactly what it was now. And I was like thinking to myself, that's strange. So I did click on their link, but then when they were asking for the information, because they always want your login information and stuff. And I was like, oh no. It was something about a certificate or something. And it's not an unusual message to necessarily get, but there was some little thing that when I got to the login screen, I was like, oh, no. I'm not giving you that information. And I actually checked with my web guy as well. And he's like, no, don't click on it. And I said, don't worry. I could see that they were trying to scam me. So they're always sending you stuff, trying to get you to make purchases. And I'm just like, who you be? I don't know you. So yes, you got to be very careful with these emails. Sometimes they pretend to be coming from service providers. Yeah, this one was an SSL verification. They were claiming that my certificate for all emails on a particular server needed to be updated, and talking about they're confirming my email address is still active, yada, yada, yada. But the thing about it is I should have known better, because the email address that they were using is not the email address. It is an email address that I have, but it's not the email address I have linked to that server. So this is what you do, folks. I'm going to give y'all a little tech tip this morning. Have an email address that you use that is only for certain things, like administrative things, the maintenance of like your emails. And it's like, okay, if you lose your accounts, this is the backup. But don't have that be the same email address that you log into the account with. So when they start messaging you about, oh, we need to verify for this account and this is the email address, it's not true, because that is one of your email addresses, but it is not the email address that you actually use. So yeah, you got to be one. I'm gonna lift this up a little bit. You got to be one step ahead of the scammers, honey child. So yeah, let me see here now. So yes, yes. All right. So we don't have a guest this morning. I think something came up. People traveling and stuff. All right. So let's have a look at this one. This is kind of amusing a little bit. So this is what they're trying to sell me now. I've never seen such a thing in my life. Check this out. It's like a pregnancy test that has 5 strips in it. They claim it's a 5-in-1 dip card. This would only be something that would be made in China. Believe me, you. They can come up with some of the weirdest things ever. So this one, it claims, determines how many weeks pregnant you are. And they claim that they're a leading manufacturer of in vitro diagnostic tests. We're committed to providing high quality and affordable products to meet the needs of our customers. Well, if you're such a leading manufacturer, why are you emailing me? Like, seriously, what? Factories equipped with state-of-the-art production facilities and staff by experienced professionals. So they claim, and little inky-dinky box. And then they give you like this stock photo that doesn't look like anything in particular. And, this could be a label printing machine, as far as I know. Anyway, when I get these, honey child, I just delete them. I'm like, listen, stop wasting my time. Stop wasting your time, because I am so not interested in your pregnancy test. If you want to know how many weeks pregnant you are, just go to the doctor. They'll tell you. They will certainly tell you, help you figure it out. Right, Olivia? Hello, Felicia. Andy's in the house. Uh-oh, we got a new name here. Miss Veronica. Did I get that right? Marshall. Miss Iva's in the house. Richard. R. Ramon, did you change your name? Hey, he says build a bridge or two to cut down the traffic. That's not realistic, but okay. All right. So, Mr. John Henry. So Steven says he's in Birmingham. No clue where that is. Sounds interesting, but no clue. Wee Wee's in the house. KK says LMAO. So what about him? Jonathan, I'm not even going to read your comments. I'm going to put you in timeout. Good morning, Miss Morna. Alejandra's here. I always click on from and see if the email is it legit. Yeah. That too, KK, because you can always tell if you because it'll say it's from your server people. But when you double click on it to see the actual email address, it's some jacked up email address from some little kid in China or somebody in Russia who is trying to, scam you, child. Atlas, yes. Why did you change your name, Atlas? So there's a Caymanian who's very ill, and you guys have been killing off the man before he's dead. Please. He has not died yet. Stop sending these messages around. I got twice yesterday, and I'm trying to verify and check with people close to the individual, and I hate even trying to do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't kill off people. Last night, somebody's like, well, the church said it. Well, the church got it wrong, honey child. Them church people don't know everything either. They don't have no divine knowledge yet. Obviously, the person is terminal. We get it, that it's only a matter of time. But, stop sending out all these fake messages. Because then what ends up happening is people start calling the family members to express their condolences again and again. And they're like, the person isn't dead. Stop messaging and stop calling me. Y'all just hold on. Did you see over the weekend that former president of the United States, Jimmy Carter, has made the decision. I don't know how lucid he was, but maybe he had instructions before to his family. He has decided that he is not going to take any further treatments for his surgery. my apologies, for his cancer. But in fact, he's going to go into hospice care for his last few days. So, sometimes people can last a while in hospice care. Just because they're in hospice care doesn't mean that that's it. So we're certainly thinking about him and his family during this time as well. Yeah. John Levy's here. Good morning. Val says, pronounce it like Veronica. Oh, so it's a Spanish version of Veronica. Thank you, Val. I was like, that's an unusual name. But now you say that it's Spanish. That makes total sense. Good morning, Veronica. Carrie's here. Good morning, Carrie. How are you? Val says, people love to kill off people. Shaking my damn head. Yes, they do, honey child. I mean, everybody trying to jump the gun. So Jimmy Carter's 98 years old. He has literally been such an inspiration to so many people. He, only had one term in office. I think Ronald Reagan took him out in the 81 election. So he's, done so much in his community to really help other people that that he will be remembered, I think, for that more than he will be remembered for being president of the United States. Building homes through Habitat for Humanities, just an absolutely amazing individual. Really cool guy. So, of course, like I said, we'll be thinking about him and his family. He said that, listen, he is completely at ease with death. He said he's ready. He's not worried about anything. It is what it is. He believes in some form of an afterlife. And so his faith takes him there with no concerns. I'm like, all right, I hear you. A lot of people are afraid of death. And I'm thinking, why? I mean, I get that you're going to maybe miss your loved ones, but it seems to me like your energy has to live on in some form. Like, I really believe that. I don't know exactly how conscious it is, but it seems to me that there's definitely more to this than the couple years that you get in a physical body. And you know what's so crazy? Everybody gets a different amount of time. Some people live to be 98, which is a pretty good age. You guys saw last week, I interviewed someone 102 and still going strong. And people like are here for a day, here for 6 months, 5 years, 25 years. Like, some people get literally a drop in the bucket and they're gone. Jim says they're afraid of the unknown. Unless you accept that your consciousness is something that, when you're here in this physical form, you might not have access to all of it, but it existed before and after you. And so it's taken to like a different level. They're saying that we as human beings only hear, like, even our ability to hear certain things is only on so much of a sound spectrum. So there are things around us that we can't see and hear because of the limitations of the human body. And I thought to myself, that's interesting. Why do we not believe then there would be things around us that we can't see or hear necessarily? If we know those limitations physically, seems to me there's a lot going on that we don't know. Jim says he wasn't a great president, but an amazing humanitarian. And you know what? That's still something, Jim, because imagine some people are presidents and they won't be remembered for being great presidents, and definitely not good humanitarians either. So, I think Jimmy Carter has left his mark, and it is what it is. And he probably would not have been a great humanitarian had he not first been president, because then he always had that title, former president of the United States of America. And I'm sure, that made him desirable. So yeah. Amir says, I think that he came and fulfilled his purpose here on earth. The greatest tragedy in life is not death. It's life without a purpose. Ooh la la. I agree with you, Amir. And so many people live life without a purpose. I mean, believe me, when you think about the millions of people roaming around the earth, how many of those are actually living a purpose-driven life? Y'all need to read that book. I'm just saying, are you passionate when you get up in the mornings? Do you love what you do, or are you just going through the motions, honey child? Most people are just going through the motions. They get up, they go to work. They're like, yeah, I don't even want to be at work. I hate my job. I hate my family. Some people are not very happy people. Not only do they not have any purpose in life, but they don't even really like much of their life. They're just going through the motions. Alejandro says death is so easy, but living is risky. Well, death is easy because you think maybe that's the end. I don't know. Depends on what you believe in on the other side. John Levy, good morning, says faith is the highest level of positive thinking, most certainly. So by a show of hands, the Royals are here. Anybody cares about this? Do we need to discuss this at all? I gotta be honest with you. Do I really care? I don't even know who these people are. Who are they? The Earl of Wessex and the Earl and Countess of Wessex. These are not the royals that we would, if we cared about royals, and I think we do sometimes care about the royals, this isn't it. These are not the royals that we really care about. I mean, I looked at him and I'm like, who the heck is he? This is like the third and fourth cousin. Once you start getting into the third and fourth cousin, even in your own family, you're like, yeah, do I need to really know that? Like, who cares? I kind of feel like That's exactly what's going on here. Most of y'all are like, I don't really care about these royals, if truth be known. Who they be, who they is, who your mama is. Somebody commented on the CIG page. The only comment they have, it says, I hope the robberies, killings, wounding, and break-ins take a break while they're here. What? It's like, really? He's the queen's son? Which queen's son? The queen that's there now, or the former queen? This is Sophie Helen Reese Jones, and is a member of the British family, and she's married to Prince Edward. Oh, this is Prince Edward? Really? Oh, Lord. My apologies. I didn't even know he was that close to the royal family. Okay, well, they'll be all right. Yeah, like I said, once you're the spare plus 1, 2, 3, 4 down the line, he's the youngest son. Yes, now that I hear the name. Again, yes, okay. Enjoy your vacation in the Cayman Islands. I guess the officials will be impressed, like the dignitaries and the MPs. They get excited about that sort of stuff. I can tell you that the pulse of the community is lukewarm. We honestly don't really care that much. He looks like his dad, does he? Okay. I don't know. You don't hear much about him. I guess he's well behaved. He's not like the other brother. Who was hanging out with John Epstein. Was his name John? John Epstein? Is that his name? The pedophile? By the way, speaking of him, thank you guys for clarifying who this one was. Could care less. Over the weekend, I was catching up on a little bit of sus. And do you know that somebody says he's actually much better looking than Charles? I don't mean to insult the royals, but they're just not my cup of tea. Shall I put it that way? I don't think any of them are particularly good looking, to be quite frank and honest. Now, give me the new prime minister of the United Kingdom and I'll tell you who's good looking. Ew. Gosh, he looks nice. You guys can see, I have a type. What's the prime minister called again? Oh, good grief. He is handsome. Oh, yes. Rishi Sunak. Is that? This person says you're too funny. Now, listen, he's handsome. Even with the gray hair, he's handsome. Yes, honey, chill. The royals, I'm afraid not so much so. Not for me. They're a little bit too whitewashed. I think they need a bit more color in the royal family. Poor Meghan, she couldn't help him much with that. Her babies look just like them. They got some strong genes, honey child. Have you seen her little the little girl? The little girl is cute though, with her little red hair. What's the little girl's name again? Oh, I don't even know. I can't keep up with them. I know y'all. Who's her kids again? Archie and Lilibeth. Yes, Lilibeth is cute in the one official picture that we've seen of her. Yeah, she's kind of cute. But they definitely she's definitely got her dad's red hair. Yes, the genes on that side of the family is extremely strong. So I don't know how much they're even going to look like Meghan as they get older. And here the royals are worried about it, about if they're going to be looking a little bit too colored. Honey child, please. He picked the right. Harry picked the right woman of color because she's not fully So she's kind of 50-50. So they'll be all right. Denny's complaining about my lighting this morning. He says that your lighting is a little too contrasty. Denny, I don't even know what the hell. What do you mean too contrasty? Is it making me look too brown? Is that what you're trying to say? What do you mean too contrasty? Is it the background lighting? Is it the foreground lighting? What are we talking about here? All right, Miss Darlene says he looks like his dad. All right. Sue says exactly right. That's how I feel. Who cares? Edward is the Queen's latest son. Denny says, let's move on to the next subject. Yeah, now that it's said, he does look like Philip. Okay, all right. I don't think they have those kind of scandals anymore. They don't need any Jerry Springer episodes in the royal family. I'm pretty sure they behave themselves in terms of that sort of stuff. So they're good. Back in the day, not so much so. They were having children for people all over the place. And it was very common for kings to have children outside of their royal marriage. That was a thing as well. Alejandro says only here to leave with the money bag. I don't know that they'll be doing that, but I do think it's interesting that we had to pave a road for them. So listen, my road needs paving. So this is what I'm thinking we should do, right? We have a couple other roads that need paving as well in the Cayman Islands. I know they're only here for a short amount of time. Now, my road has been on the list to be paved for well over a couple of years. And I know the NRA is super busy and so forth and so on and yada, yada, yada. But here's what I'm thinking. Since y'all have been up in arms about the whole, situation with the chickens and the roosters and the cocks and whatever, I need to make this an agricultural thing. Tomorrow is the agricultural show. So I can get my chickens in the neighborhood to perform. I mean, really? They can perform a little something, something, something. Some kind of Caribbean dance. Surely these chickens are useful for something, not just an annoyance. Who sent me the clip of how do you know that you're in the Cayman Islands? Could somebody send me that, please? Send it to me again with the chickens and croaking all the times a day. I was just like, please, honey child, can you get these chickens to shut the hell up? So I'm thinking if I get these roosters and chickens to do a little dance, maybe the royals can come down my road. And if they're coming down my road, then can we get that paved too? I'm just saying. I think they had a dinner or something for them last night as well. Anyway, I can see that you guys really do not care about this topic. So let's move on. Ms. Sue agrees that Prime Minister Rishi, is that right, is handsome. The new money, Jonathan's asking. So yes, the government is asking for your feedback. I guess this is SEMA that is going to be rolling out some new money in honor of the king. How long do you think he's going to be king for? Like, I was kind of thinking we have to redo our banknote. Why don't we wait a minute? Because he is kind of up in age, although, boy, they live a long time. I kind of don't feel like he's going to live as long as his mama. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's not going to get that kind of good genes, although, I mean, he waited long. He was the longest waiting. Well, what's the proper term for it? King in waiting. Like, he was waiting the longest for the throne than anybody else ever, because she was the longest reigning monarch ever. So, honey child, he's waiting for his minute. And you know how he feels about the situation now? He's like, listen, I waited this long. At least give me 10, 15, 20 years on the throne. I don't feel like he's going to get that long, to be honest. Not trying to put my goat mouth in the man. Believe me, because Lord have mercy. If he drops down with a heart attack tomorrow, y'all be like, Sandy's going to get arrested. They got to pick up a charge called goat mouth. Penal Code section 543-12392-50. All of a sudden, y'all be like, yep, she's going to jail for sure now. They've officially charged you with putting your goat mouth on somebody. Oh my God. Oh, the container man. Listen, that woman has the worst luck, Stephen. Stephen says, whatever happened to the container man? Every time she calls at the worst possible time. She could call right now. I'm trying to remember her number. Maybe I should call her. Because this would be a good time to call and complain about the container guy. What is this? Hello, everyone. How are you doing? As you can imagine, I've been absent for a while. Praise God, I'm back. However, it will take some time to attend to the multiple messages from the wider audience. Who the heck is this? Talk soon. Have a nice day. Who are you and why are you messaging? Okay, this is such a weird message. I don't know why people send these weird messages. Like, I don't know you like that. So why are you messaging me about meow, 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 meow? I'm going to do what my husband says. He's like, whenever you start saying something that he is not really all that interested in, and he really doesn't care. I think this is her. He's like, all I hear is meow, 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 meow. It's like an episode of Charlie Brown. Wonk, 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 wonk. And it's like, oh God, Marlon, you're so funny. He's like, meow, meow. So in other words, he's checked out and he's not really listening to you. Listen, if you're interested in putting in your submission for what the money should look like, we'll be redoing it apparently. We're going to do a commemorative $25 and $50 note. No, the commemorative $50 note was put into circulation last week via the retail banks, with the $25 note to soon follow. The public is reminded that it's illegal to print or publish anything in the likeness or appearance of all or part of a banknote. It's also illegal to mutilate, deface, or perforate any currency note or coin that is legal tender in the Cayman Islands. Okay. And you needed to tell us that why? People are going around just tearing up money? Honey child, I don't think so. Not in the Cayman Islands. You know how much that $25 and $50 is worth elsewhere in the world? Oh my God. Seriously? That's a lot of money. I wouldn't be ripping that up. Child, I'd be taping it up. When I get money that looks kind of tethered, I'm like, ooh, tape it and hurry up and deposit it. Send it back to the bank. So they're going to start to phase out local currencies, what they're saying, with the Queen on it, and replace it with a new design featuring an effigy of His Majesty King Charles III. By the way, when you go to court, and you're in court and the judge is taking a break and whatever, they say, all rise, and you stand up, everybody stands up, and then the judge leaves and, they say, God save the Queen. Well, I had been so used to hearing them say, God save the Queen, so much that when they started saying God save the King, it just sounds so weird. And, none of them have ever gotten it wrong, which I think is amazing. Big shout out to the court marshals. Like, they were right away, God save the king. And I was like, I would have messed up a couple times. It's like when it's a new year, how you still write the old year for the first month. That would have been me. I would have still been saying, God save the king. But those marshals, honey, chill, they're on the ball. Sue says, who's paying for these royals to come here? I don't know. I guess they're coming on their own accord. I don't believe that we pay for royal visits. We don't pay for them to come here, but I guess some of the stuff that they're doing here comes out of the governor's budget. And he does have a budget for entertaining. Now, somebody claimed once that his budget for entertaining was, oh God, I forgot how much. But they were way, way, way off. I checked my sources and my sources laughed and they're like, no. They're like, the governor gets a budget because that's part of his job to entertain people when they come, dignitaries and whatever, world leaders. But it's not that kind of money. because apparently a particular MP from West Bay told them that the governor gets more money than all the MPs put together for entertaining and blah, blah, blah. And I don't know why y'all believe everything these MPs tell you. Some of them have proven themselves to be a liar over and over again. And when they tell you something, because they're salty with other people, y'all still believing them. And this person has been salty on more than one occasion with the governor and the governor's office. So it's not what y'all think. And it's not what this person had been told. So I'm trying to see if I can confirm. And all this information is FOIable, by the way. You don't have to believe what these MP tell you. You can just go and get the information. I'll see if I can find it. But yeah, they do have a budget for those types of things. All right. Jonathan says he's going to predict 10 years for the king. John Levy's laughing at my goat mount comment. Let me tell you something. It's true. You don't want this goat mount on you. We should be going digital currency and give a minimum $1 million so the economy can try to boost up. I mean, money saving in the bank for what again? Certainly not for the interest rate that you're going to be getting. Good morning, Aliano. Good morning, Miss Joy. They should put a big Cayman coat of arms on the $100 bill. I would have to look at her money. I don't even know. I'm not someone who really studies the money too closely. In fact, truth be known, I don't even like to touch money anymore. It's full of germs and stuff. I hate when people give me cash. I'm like, ugh, can't you just go do a deposit? I mean, I know we still need it in circulation. And I carry a little bit now and again if I'm going to the grocery store, because I try to tip those young ladies and gents that are bagging groceries. And the gas pump attendants. But I really don't like to walk around with money, and I don't oftentimes have money. Courtney Bryan says Brandon Beckett back in Northwood for beating up his girlfriend, Mindy. Oh, snaps. That's him? I was wondering what fool that was. Thank you. I'm going to message Renee. We got a name. That guy is an idiot. Yes, sir. We can name him, honey child, because she was asking me, who is this person? And you probably should have named the victim there, Courtney, but she ain't got no, I'm sorry. Listen, okay, let me try to be sympathetic this morning to victims who enjoy being victims. This girl enjoys being a victim. Now, that's a horrible thing to say. But when you understand the story of how she even got with Brandon Beckett, this is a man who was kidnapped, raped, sexually assaulted other people, all kind of stuff. And he comes to you as a new, like, oh, I want to talk to you, honey child. This is how the conversation must have gone down. Anybody want to play role playing this morning? This is how it happened. Ring, ring. I don't know where they would have seen each other, but say he got her digits, right? So now he's trying to get her finagle into a relationship. Hello? She's soft-spoken. Hello? Hi. Ooh, hi, Brandon. Yes, it's me, Mindy. Oh, you'd like to come over? Oh, but I saw this thing about you in the news that you kidnapped a woman. You did all this. No. That was a woman stalking me. That's what he told her. This woman was stalking me. This when y'all live in denial. This woman was stalking me, and she wanted to be in a relationship with me. And because I wouldn't be in a relationship with her, she fabricated this entire story. Listen to me. Y'all need to stop being so stupid. And I mean, this is stupidity, right? When you see media covering these stories and giving you the details of what happened, don't let some criminal come and tell you foolishness about, oh, it's the woman's fault. Yeah, I kidnapped her and held her for days against her will because she was stalking me. It's like, how does that even make any sense? Y'all, are we that desperate for men? This man brings nothing to your table. I mean, he is a taker and a user and a woman beater on top of all of it all. Who the hell is Brandon Beckett? Look at him. Forcing you to go buy him new truck that he can drive around all day. The dude don't even want to work. Listen, ladies, we've all been in relationships that I know we regret, honey child. Trust and believe. And we've all done stupid things in the name of a relationship. But there is stupid, and then there's like next level stupid, and this is next level stupid. And then after this guy hits you the first time, honey child, make that be a memo. He is not going to stop. Now it's your turn. You wouldn't believe the other victims. You excused his behavior, married him when everybody in your family said, Mindy, don't marry this man. We heard enough about him. There are multiple women in this community who have a restraining order against Brandon Beckett. Y'all need to put that name, like tattoo it on your forehead. This dude is a dangerous to any woman. He will beat you, and one day he's going to kill a woman. Y'all need to stop it. Oh my God, I cannot believe it. That's who that is? Well, I'm not surprised. No, sir. Oh my God. Good. They need to lock him up for a long time, honey child. See what somebody sent me back in August? They said there was something they were messaging me about. So he's in Northwood. This was August of last year. He's in Northwood prison for violation of the protection order and conditions of his bail. Again, he's always doing the same thing. So then they said, Brandon Beckett, Cayman's biggest woman beater. That's the reputation he has in these streets. And you women are still getting with him? I mean, seriously? Why? Well, I hope the courts can throw the books at him, but the court can lock him away, but when he gets out, he seems to find another woman. Y'all, please get professional help. This guy is, when I tell you, first of all, he's relatively young. He might be around 30 now. Right? Wrongful confinement. You know what wrongful confinement means? That's kidnapping. He kidnapped a woman. Yeah. And he has told a new wife, well, she's not new anymore. She's well seasoned now in his stupidity, that, this woman was stalking him and made up all this stuff. No, sir. He took a plea deal. He should be locked up for a good life sentence. Oh my God. This dude, he's a sociopath. Okay? That's all you need to know. He's a sociopath. You see anybody named Brandon Beckett calling your number or trying to get your digits, Brandon Jamal Beckett, run to the hills that we don't have. Just run. There are some men that you cannot marry, you cannot date, you cannot even have sex with them because you're asking for trouble. And believe me, he is one of those people. Jonathan says these girls love a bad boy. Listen to me. This dude is sick, yo. I know enough people who his victims message me all the time about him. And I say victims with a capital S on the end. Multiple victims. Got all kind of restraining orders. Oh my God. Put his name in that story, girl. Messaging Renee. Put his name up. Yes. We need to name him because y'all still ain't learning nothing. We keep warning y'all about these fools. Poor Mindy. She needs therapy now. Because I hear she be all upset going around taking it out on the laundromat. Went to the laundromat some months last year and she was trying to tell off the lady at the laundromat. Little does she know. The lady at the laundromat from East End, she don't care if you're being abused or not. She's not gonna take your insults. She'll give you another set of abuse, one good East End slap upside your head, honey child. Lord have mercy. No, sir. This is him trying to remember this face. Run to the hilts when you see this man, honey child. He don't mean no woman no good. Yep. See him there? That's him. Wow. Whew. I know she got salty when we called him out last time for what he is, which is a woman beater. Apparently. I think she even blocked me on Facebook. I'm like, if y'all would listen to me sometimes, you could save yourself a lot of headache. I mean, like, seriously. This dude. Oh my God. And she's such a pretty little girl. I'm like, what are you doing with this man? Why are you fooling with him? No, honey child. He is not going to be anybody to you. Like, why? Oh my God. Ugh. Listen, when you have someone like him, don't even want to hold down a job, right? Is going to be out here terrorizing you in the streets. Let me assure you that you can do better by yourself. In fact, you don't need this caliber of an individual in your life. Oh my God. This is one of those stories that I got to tell you the truth. I'm not really quite sure how he finagled this last victim, but he's good, you know. From what I understand from his other victims, yes? What he does is he comes with this sob story about how he was abused. And, you know, he's the victim in life. Typical narcissistic ways. Yes, honey child, somebody just messaged one of the other victims and she just messaged me. Oh, God. Oh, and I mean, trust me. I'm so, oh my God, I'm so not surprised. OMG. No, sir. Listen, he's the kind of guy. Let me give you an example of what this dude does. You're out with your girlfriends having a few drinks, right? You come home. This dude is going to lay wait you at home. You're supposed to be separated from him. But mind you, she keeps breaching the order. The authorities, the courts put a protective order in place for her own good. Don't go within so many feet of this woman. Guess what? She goes to him. This is what I'm telling y'all. Y'all be asking for trouble. You need to get your own head checked. You need therapy now, girl. Enough is enough. This man is going to kill you if you let him. Just put a stop to this foolishness. So, he lay waits her at home. As soon as she gets home, he literally jumps her and beats her. What are you doing out with me? Da-da-da-da. I heard you out with your girlfriends. And then he's on the run again. The police looking for him again. The dude is sick at another level. Now, let me tell you what my philosophy is about men who beat women. They say never. I've never been in that situation, but I tell you what. I imagine, you know, people will do things to surprise you. So say you're talking to a guy and all of a sudden he just smacks you like totally out of the blue, shocks you. Well, he's going to get one lick and that's going to be it. I suppose men can overpower women, you know, but honey child, at some point you got to sleep and you got to eat. You'll never be putting hands on me again is all I can tell you. No, sir. And then you marry the guy. That's the worst part. I mean, of all the things to do, you marry an abusive man. Wow. Well, honey, chill. And he making all kind of demands. You must buy him new car. You must buy him this, buy him that. Not in this lifetime, honey child. You better buy your own damn car. Huh? No, sir. He's special. So let's see what he's charged with this time. Hold on. Oh, yes. You know, when I saw these charges, I'm thinking this dude, whoever this is, he's crazy. So, they got him on 8 counts. Lord have mercy. Assaulting police, attempting to escape lawful custody, wrongful confinement again. Remember when you didn't believe the last wrongful confinement case? He was able to lie. That's what he's going to do to the next girlfriend. Oh, no, it wasn't me. This dude, my God. Ugh. ABH. Damage to property. Listen, folks, the courts will try to help you whenever they can. Okay? But you have got to be prepared to help yourself. Somebody says she's attracted to those type of guys because her previous boyfriend used to beat her too. Did he go to jail and get arrested for it? Okay, I see what's going on. This is where someone is whatever, for whatever reason, she needs professional help now. Sometimes women are like this because they grew up in households filled with violence. And so they think that's the norm. They think a man has to beat you in order to love you because that's what their fathers did. Or they didn't have a father, and then the mother was in this kind of cyclical relationship where she allowed men to beat her. And so the cycle just keeps going. It's a vicious cycle from one generation to the next. She is so pretty. I can't believe that. I can't believe she'd be so stupid. But you see, looks ain't got nothing to do with what's inside your head. Take it from Miss Cayman. Former Miss Cayman. Dethroned Miss Cayman. You can look good on the outside, child, but got some real issues inside your head. Girl, get therapy. I'm begging you, because one of these guys is going to kill you one of these days. Aliano says, listen here, Miss Sandra, the hookup sound too old-fashioned. It was some DM, then boom. Oh my gosh, I got it wrong, right? Because y'all not making phone calls anymore to these women. You just be like, here's my number. What's up, me? Gabby says she needs cash in hand when she travels. These girls love the bat. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about, but I think this is a classic case of somebody needing help. Dean says some women just like to get slapped. I don't think that I think she needs help. Like I have to think she needs help. Because everybody around her, family, everybody was like, girl, do not deal with this man. He is nothing but trouble. The courts are telling you. Now, this is what y'all need to do. When you have a man that has a court case, you go to court and you look up his court case, honey Jill. You have a look at what he's in court for. Don't believe him. He can tell you anything. You go to court, you get the DL, and you find out what the real story is, because he's a liar. Of course, he's not going to tell you when you first start dating that he's crazy. He likes to beat women and likes to hold them in confinement and all kind of stuff. And when the court puts a protective order in place, it is for your own good. Do not, under any circumstances, go behind that protective order talking about you going to take him food and having a little hookup. Girl, something wrong. And oh, Lord. All right, we'll keep y'all updated about him, but he's not in trouble. I'm telling you, that man has so many victims. Somebody said, somebody was telling them about it, and this person thought it was the first time. And they're like, nope, this is like the third or fourth time. He is a chronic woman beater. Okay? The dude cannot help himself. I don't know if professional therapy can get these guys help that they need. Somebody says part of the problem is she keeps dropping the reports. Yes, you're not helping yourself. Girl. I'm going to pray for you because clearly you need it. You keep dropping these reports, and the day's going to come when you're going to wish that you'd let the police do their jobs. If your self-esteem is so low, and I think that's part of the problem here, you might be the prettiest looking woman in the world and still not have any self-esteem to speak of. Because you cannot let anybody lay hands on you and think that that kind of behavior is okay. And Brandon Beckett is a repeated woman beater. I don't know how to say this any more clearly. The man is sick. Okay? Oh my God. Who is he family to? Can I just ask, where he from? Where does this name Beckett come from anyway? Who he family to? Where they at? Somebody give me the DL now. We need a 23andMe moment on him. Who is his people? Talking about he was abused. Just because you've been abused doesn't give you the right to go around abusing other people. So you're going to spend an entire lifetime beating and abusing women because you were abused? Because somebody beat you? Child, please. Everton says some ladies, that's all they're attracted to, bad boys who abuse them. And then I guarantee if this lady find a guy who treats her like a queen, she would not want that kind of relationship. Low self-esteem. I have to agree, Everton, that there seems to be a pattern with some women. And clearly, those women need therapy. Because I can tell you, he's done this to other women. And they got restraining orders. And they did not run back to him. There was restraining orders in place, and they're not messing with him anymore. Wow. No, sir. Let me tell you. So sad. Ay, ay, ay. I'm surprised. Normally, certain members of her family would have reached out to me, but I never hear nothing from them this time, honey child. They probably sick of the whole situation now, too. Oh, I soon tell you. Somebody asked me something. I soon get you the info. Hold on, number 10. You keep saying you're number 3, but you're number 10. Hold on now. I'm gonna tell you exactly what you're asking for. Because I just remembered something. Yes, I can get you the information you need, honey chill. You hold on tight. I'll everybody down in my DMs sent out this morning. Yes. Check that out. Somebody says that is his dad. He used to be security at the clubs and died of a heart attack while getting a massage. Nice guy. Oh, yes. I remember his dad. Isn't he a Georgetowner, the father? But where is this Beckett name from? Yes, I remember his dad. What was his dad name? Brian Beckett. Yes, he died. Oh my gosh. Yes, I wasn't laughing at that. Sorry, I was laughing at something. This person DMing me. Yes, that's right. That was his dad. Well, honey child. I don't know who he claims abused him. It probably wasn't that man, but I'm not saying. Wow. Mm-mm-mm. Unbelievable. Okay. I see. Yes, sir. Hold on, number 10. Coming straight through. I got the information that you're requesting. His mom is a Goring? Well, something happened to him, honey child. I don't know. Some of these young men just like to blame their problems on everybody else. But oh, that's interesting. Huh. Hmm. Well, now, the things that you just don't know and that you find out. Well, hot mess. All right. So it goes. We'll keep an eye on this case for y'all. Listen, wifey, get yourself a divorce, first and foremost. Secondly, please do yourself a favor and don't get a restraining order, and you adhere to the restraining order. You need a restraining order against yourself because you're the one who keeps breaching it, from what I've heard in the past. You're allowing this man to come back into your life, and you are really and truly asking for trouble, as I hope you're beginning to see. Okay? This man is not going to let go of you that easily, especially after you done gone and buy him a truck, honey child. Because you might have been the best one to him yet, because I don't think any of the other victims bought him anything. So once he sees that you're easy prey, believe me when I tell you, you might want to be careful. Wow. Jesus, peace. Anyway, therapy. Therapy is definitely in order for all these people. I can tell you that. So it looks like Denny got some video footage of the royal convoy, police, and all the different cars yesterday. Denny's out with his camera, honey child. Yes, they're driving around in the what is that car? Is that a Jaguar? I don't even know. Jaguar. I don't know. All right, good for them. Ay. All right, First Lady, good morning. How are you? First Lady says it's true that if they're not getting beaten, they don't feel loved. Gosh, how do you get so twisted in your head that you believe that that's love? That's sad. Diamond Princess says, I agree with you. She needs help. Something from her past needs to be checked. First Lady says, rubbish that. You have to be the change. You know, it's not easy, I think, when you are unfortunately used to that sort of thing. I guess. I don't know. You see, I haven't been in that headspace, and I try to sympathize with all victims, of course, even domestic abuse victims. But I do feel like sometimes people like the cycle of violence and the cycle of, like, they don't know how to break it, you know, and it's hard for them, I guess. I don't know. I can't really say that I fully understand. Wow. Thank God he doesn't have any kids in the mix, because that would be another hot mess. Good morning, Debbie. Hey, honey child. How you doing? Alejandro says, my girls love drama. Which girls? Jonathan has says, anyone heard the comedian Bill Beer? He got a skit. No reason to hit a woman. No, I've never heard of him. But there really is no reason to hit a woman, or anybody for that matter, unless it's self-defense. I'm just saying. Okay, so I gotta talk about something here now. There is a story of a young lady, and we interviewed her last week, Thursday. So listen. Yeah, somebody says, I have a story on Brandon. Not good. Child, unfortunately, too many people got stories on him. Because that's his reputation. Too many stories about him. Trust and believe. All right. Okay. All right. Here we go. Someone got arrested. I'm going to drop this story today on the website. Someone got arrested last week at Scotiabank in Cayman Bay. Anybody over at Cayman Bay? Give me a Scotiabank picture. I need a stock photo of Scotiabank at Cayman Bay. I keep trying to do these stock photos because, Lord, I need them. But then, did I ever take one of Cayman Bay? Scotiabank. I don't think I have one. I'm going to take one today to put up with my story. I'm trying to find out who the woman is. Here's the problem. Someone got arrested and Caymanians fingered the wrong person. You know, Caymanians, we love a sus, we love a gossip, we love a story. And sometimes we get it completely wrong. We've all been there and all done that. But y'all kept circulating the rumors, even when I said it is not who you think it is. So there's a young lady by the name of Kiara McLaughlin. This young lady is beautiful. She's on a positive hustle. She's been working in real estate now for a minute. She's been doing a lot of positive things. And I don't know how her name got mixed up in this. Well, I kind of have an idea. I'm going to tell you guys what I think happened. She's really quite a pretty girl. Let me show y'all. Caymanian beauty. Look at that. She should have been a beauty queen, honey child. She's really pretty. I love her curls, just natural, gorgeous curls. She seems to, I need to find out what product she uses. My daughter doesn't have as many curls, like her curls not that tight, but I think probably the same products would probably work for Gianna's hair. Anyway, Kiara, when she first got into real estate, I remember meeting her. She's working multiple jobs. She was at the coffee shop there in the Strand, and she stopped me one day and she said, "Hey, Miss Sandy, my name is Kiara, and I'm in real estate now, and I love what you do at CMR, and I would love to get with you and do some marketing." Like, she's really creative with her marketing stuff. So I said to her, okay, we're just getting started here at CMR, but link me. These were early days still. I said, link me, Apparently we had a reputation even at that point. She's like, yeah, I love what you guys do, and yada, yada, yada. So ever since then, we've been Facebook friends, and anytime I run into her, we have a good chat. I've got her in WhatsApp. This girl is a really strong girl, beyond what any of you might imagine. And I'm not going to be getting into her business, but let's just say that she has had a tough time and she's keeping it positive. She's not going out there abusing people and beating people up and that sort of thing. Yeah. Which, we all go through tough times in life. Lots of us are victims. Y'all just don't know it. And not every victim, thank God, decides to victimize other people. Not every victim carries a chip on their shoulder. Not every victim goes around kickboxing people down to the ground. Some people just try to heal and be positive and work through it. Kiara is doing a fantastic job. She now works for a company called My Realtor, which is a smaller boutique kind of firm. And big shout out to her and her firm. She does a lot of creative stuff on social. So last week, when this woman got arrested, and someone has been arrested. I've confirmed with the police. I did my due diligence. Y'all out there doing zero due diligence. And talking about we think it's this young lady or it's somebody that looks like her. And here's the problem with that. This young lady is a professional real estate agent, and she has a reputation that she has to maintain. Now, I spoke to her last week, and she said, at first she thought it was a joke because I reached out to her and I said, there's a story floating around about you being arrested. Have you been arrested? And she's like, no. I was like, what? Not me. And so we kind of laughed it off and thought, all right, well, whatever. Somebody's gotten it wrong. But the problem is the rumors wouldn't stop. And so these people were even contacting her family members, her poor granny, calling her, Kiara, you okay? And she's like, yes. Why wouldn't I be okay? And it's because people going around talking about this child is a thief. Oh my God, this is horrible. This is legitimately horrible. And I must say that I'm very, very disappointed at this. Yeah. She's actually an athlete. She runs and stuff. I think when she was younger, she was in track and field as a runner, and she continues to run to probably keep her mental sanity intact in Cayman. So y'all have fingered the wrong young lady, and this is very, very unfortunate because it ain't got nothing to do with her. So when I reached out to the police, the police not going to tell you who's been arrested, but through a process of elimination, I'm like, can you give me any details on this? And like I said, we're going to put the story up here today on the website. The woman is nowhere near Kiara's age, first of all. She's a 61-year-old woman. Okay? And so it is very, very unfortunate that y'all have been fingering the wrong person for this mix-up story. I want to be very, very clear. Now, I don't swear for nobody. Y'all know me already. I'm not in the swearing business when it comes to other people. However, if you got a story wrong, then you got the story wrong. If you got the wrong person, I want y'all to stop circulating this because it is simply not true. Now, the story had been so pervasive that even when I was checking my good sources in real estate, like top people who, that's what they do. They're developers, they're real estate people. I said, listen, a lady got arrested with some money business, some mix up last week at Scotiabank. Well, this was last week. I was checking them. I said, find out who it is. The first person they come back with is her. And I said, no, it's not her. I said, this is not her. Yeah. I said, come now. We have an obligation to support our young people when they are doing the right thing and not trying to unnecessarily throw them under the bus. So this young lady has done nothing wrong. She's not been arrested. She's like, Miss Sandy, honestly, I wouldn't do this. I've worked too hard to get where I am even right now. And I'm not anywhere spectacular or far. But honestly, I have worked too hard. And to think that a unfortunate rumor can now derail this young lady's hard work and undermine her is really, really unfortunate. So she joined us last week for an interview, and I suspect some of you may not have seen it. So I am going to play it so that you can hear it here this morning, what she had to say in her own words. And I was doing my best to try to find out who the actual person is that's arrested. What I can tell you with confidence is this. Because I can't find out who it is, I can tell you not Caymanian. Isn't this a sad indictment? Because if it were Caymanian, I would know. Now, Scotiabank is doing the most because apparently they don't want y'all to know that people can steal from their banking system. Of all banks, Scotia, y'all ain't the most technologically advanced. And people have stolen from you before, but don't feel no way about it. Because these thieves be stealing from CNB, Butterfield, everybody. They got sticky fingers in every bank. Now, I don't know what methodology she was using to access somebody else's money in somebody else's account, sending it to an overseas account. But one thing I can probably bet the farmhouse on, with all the chickens and the roosters in it, is she is not a Caymanian. She might have paper status, I don't know, but she's not Caymanian. Because if she were, y'all would be talking about that from here to the hills. We would already know who she is if she was a Caymanian, if she was local. The fact that we can't get no name means that she ain't local. Yeah. So the police investigation continues, but I really wanted y'all to take a close examination on the dangers that you can definitely create by not getting the story straight. And listen, there are times that we haven't gotten the story straight, but then we're prepared to correct it. Y'all don't get it straight and you do nothing to correct it. So in this instance, I'm going out of my way to set the record straight, to correct this mix-up story that has nothing to do with Kiara McLaughlin. I need y'all to take this girl's name out of your mouths about her being arrested. Now, if you want to talk to her about real estate, that's a different situation. Go give her a call. But the young lady hasn't done anything wrong. Right? This has got to be really, really difficult for her. And she is only 25 years old. I think 24, 25 years old. She's still young. You know, she doesn't have the experience to really just make this come off her back. I'm sure this is something that has really hurt her to the core. And some of you spreading the stories and out there with the mix up are considerably older than her, your mothers, your grandparents. I want you to think about what if this was one of your kids, how you would feel about the situation. So I want you to listen, because now I need, as viral as the misinformation went, I need the true story, which is it's not her that has been arrested. I need that to equally go viral here today as well. We owe an obligation to our young people, especially those that are doing the right thing. And they've not fallen by the, they've not fallen by the wayside, to encourage them and to lift them up in positivity. Yes, here we go. This was on the 16th, which would have been, I think the 16th was Thursday. Yes. All right, folks, good evening. We are here with Kiara McLaughlin, who is going to be having just a quick chat with us. Sorry, I've got a 6-year-old asking me for food. Right. So, you know, we want to have a little bit of a discussion about this rumor mill. Kiara, good evening. First of all, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Good evening, Sandy.
For joining us. But yeah, you know, yesterday evening, you know, I reached out to you because I was receiving messages from kind of all over the place. I didn't indicate, you know, who or where I was getting these messages from, but I basically said, listen, there are these messages that are in circulation that essentially are saying that you were arrested. I mean, to me, this is like next level crazy. But I thought, I know you. Let me come to the source first and foremost and ask you, were you arrested and exactly what's going on? Now, you kind of laughed it off because I guess at that point you hadn't heard the rumor.
No, it was funny when you had brought it to me, because when I saw the conversation when, you know, the person mentioned about the 60K, and I was like, what? So it did caught me off surprise, but I kind of like laughed it off. Like I didn't think it was going to be what it was today, for sure.
So, you know, people are still contacting me, and I said, listen, I've spoken to her. This young lady has said she has nothing to do with any missing money. She's not been arrested. She doesn't know anything about this situation. And yet throughout the day, your photo and voice notes and everything continued to be circulated.
Yeah.
That essentially said that, you know, you were arrested yesterday. So let's just set the record straight here. Were you arrested yesterday at Scotiabank in Cayman Bay?
No, I was not.
Right. You don't even know if anybody was arrested. You don't know
I
anything
do
about.
not.
Yeah.
When you brought it to me, that was the first I've heard of it. And I didn't even hear about anyone getting arrested at Scotiabank. So yeah, that was the first I've heard of it. And then my poor family members have been getting calls as well. You know, my poor grandmother
Oh my God.
called me this morning, like, boo boo, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, ma, like, what's happening? And she told me, like, oh, people coming to me saying I must check up on you. And I'm like, oh, wow.
So your grandma was even getting messages. Wow.
Yeah, calls. She was getting calls.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, so it's really disappointing. And when you messaged me again today about it, I kind of pulled my broker aside and I was like, hey, I think this is something I need to mention to you right away, because I didn't expect it to like get this big or have my photos circulating. No, I wasn't arrested. I wasn't at Scotiabank. I want to apologize to my clients, because not only is this embarrassing for me, but I could just imagine the people that I work with hearing this information. This is such a bad look. Yeah, it's just embarrassing. It's really hurtful, because I've heard like a lot of voice notes, and I had to even call like Sherry-Ann earlier, and I was like, hey, like, can you stop gassing this rumor, because I keep hearing your voice notes being sent to me. You know, so I was like, you know, we're in the same industry. We kind of have to work together, not tear each other down, as a native Caymanian to another native Caymanian. You know, the industry is very, very low percentage on native Caymanians, and we really just need to all work together and uplift each other.
Right.
Again, this is embarrassing, not only for me, for my family, for my clients. I was not arrested. I don't know the story. I don't know if someone was arrested. So that's just that.
Okay. I mean, like I said, it's just one of those situations where, I mean, I don't quite understand what transpired and how your name got caught up in this. At first, I was hearing like, well, it might not be her, but it might be someone who kind of looks like her.
Or have my type of hair. That's what I heard as well. And then it kind of got pushed out of proportion, because then someone took a photo of mine and then said, oh, the person looked like her, or it might be her. And then it kind of just, well, Sandy, you knew me from a long time. Long time. Like,
you were just getting started in real estate.
Yeah, you met me like 6 years ago or 4 years ago, and I was even just working at the coffee shop and trying to hustle my way in real estate. I wouldn't work so hard from where I started, because I started even way below that to what I created now, and I don't even feel like I reached anywhere now. To just put my career at risk like that, I would not do it. I just had a speech at Clifton Hunter High School on Tuesday, and I'm here motivating these kids. Like, listen, life is, you know, sometimes life is hard, but you just got to continue working hard for what you want. And you got to put in the work and dedication to get what you want. So,
I mean, like I said, when I heard it, I was like, oh man, like, I mean, I don't swear for anybody, but I was a little bit surprised when I heard it. And I also said, you know, this young lady has worked incredibly hard, and I would have been disappointed to hear if this was true, you know. So I'm glad that you said that essentially there is no truth to this, and this is some sort of, I don't know, mistaken identity or what it
someone
is.
Someone using my name. I'm not sure what it is. I'm not sure where it started from. I don't know how it started. If I hurt somebody's feelings, please come to me. Like, I want to solve it. Like, this is just too much at this point. I'm not sure what's happening. No, I'm just trying to be, I'm just trying to make it in my own country. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to work hard. I'm trying to hustle. I'm trying to bust my ass for my clients. And I say that like that because I really want to keep it real. I want to bust my ass for my clients and really get this the hard way. Like, I'm working for what I want.
Right.
I would never go another route, or it's just crazy how this all happened so randomly as well. This was so random. And you know the year that I had last year as well. So I'm just trying to take it a
Yeah.
step at a time and really focus on me, what I need to get done.
Mhm.
I apologize to my company as well, because obviously I represent my company and this is not a good look.
Mhm.
Thank God I got some amazing people in my corner that really has my back and, trust me, because as you
Yeah.
said, you can't swear for anyone, which I agree, because
Yeah.
I wouldn't swear for anyone either.
Yeah.
But if someone was arrested, there's obviously proof of someone was being arrested at Cayman Bay.
Yes.
Cayman Bay got a lot of cameras. There has
Mhm.
to be some sort of proof that whoever was arrested and who it is. But it wasn't me.
Mhm.
It was not Kiara McLaughlin. Mama, I'm sorry that you got all those calls, but it wasn't me.
Mhm. Yeah. And I did say to someone, to be fair, you do have a very, I don't want to say Caymanian because we're all Caymanian, but there are a lot of young people who have your look with the curly hair and I guess the olive complexion or whatever. So, I've never seen anyone who looks exactly like you. So I'm not sure I'm quite feeling the vibe of, the mistaken identity, because I think everybody
Mm-hmm.
still has their own unique look. But I don't know what people saw or what they thought they saw, but you're clarifying that it's definitely not you without a doubt.
Absolutely not. I was at the office all day yesterday, had meetings, had showings. I didn't even go to Cayman Bay yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I didn't get arrested either today. Again, meetings, showings, stayed in Georgetown most of the day, went for a run, clearly not arrested, just working, hustling, and trying to keep my health in good shape.
Yeah. All right, folks. So again, we decided to do this live stream with Kiara McLaughlin. She's a real estate agent, because there was this really nasty rumor in circulation that she had got arrested yesterday at Scotiabank. The story was kind of like it was shifting a little bit. First, something about some money missing from people's accounts, upwards of $60,000, multiple transactions, and there was something about money laundering. And I was kind of really confused. I did reach out to this young lady yesterday in an attempt to try and set the record straight. She immediately told me that she doesn't know anything about it. That this has nothing to do with her, that, she's on a honest hustle and she's not about that life. And yeah, I mean, the rumors continue today, unfortunately, with a feverish pitch, even up to this evening. After I spoke to you again, Kiara, I got another one again. Is this true? I'm hearing this thing about this young lady. Has she been arrested? So we thought the best way to kind of set the record straight, quite frankly, is for her to just come on the program, talk to you guys directly, and tell you exactly what's going on.
Yeah. And honestly, thank you for your program as well, for allowing me to come and speak my truth, because I didn't even know how I was going to set the record straight. I don't have enough followers to get it out there. So really thank you for allowing me to come on your program and just setting the record straight.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, my dear. Well, have a good night. And hopefully this will stop people from continuing to forward these messages. It's not her. If it's somebody else, y'all are gonna have to wait. I have reached out to the RCIPS Inquirer.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna ask, was someone even arrested? Have you heard anything?
I have not gotten a response back from them as yet.
Okay.
So I am waiting on them to kind of come back to me on that. But as soon as they let us know, at least we can even verify if someone has actually been arrested. So, because I think that, there's a possibility that no one even got arrested. And this is just some mixed up story that I don't know where the origins might come from. Normally it is the case that, where there's smoke, there's fire. But it's a little bit weird that if this was done by a Caymanian, that we wouldn't hear by now. I tell you guys this all the time. Whether a Caymanian, Miss Gigi, whether a Caymanian is in a car accident, drops dead, steals money, does anything, we know within a very short period of time, because this is such a small community. And the fact that we haven't heard a name of anyone who's actually, been arrested, it just sounds really, really bizarre, because by now we would know. I feel like we would kind of know if someone was actually arrested. So again, thanks very much for setting the record straight.
Yeah, thank you for coming to me for me to set it straight,
Yeah.
So thank you for that. And yeah, guys, don't believe everything you hear. It's not fake news.
Yeah. All right. Well, keep on that honest hustle. That's what it's all about.
Definitely.
We got a caller. We got a caller. I don't know if they're calling for you. Shall we try answering it? They might have a question, I guess. I don't know. Good evening, caller. Hello.
Time to check your messages.
Oh, okay. All right. Positive message says to keep your head up. People will do anything to ruin your reputation.
I appreciate that. Just trying to, like really
we do,
when it
we do have
happened.
we do have another call. I don't know. Hello, caller.
Yes, Sandra. In regards to this show that you're doing now, I can confirm that someone was arrested in the bank yesterday because I was there when they got arrested. But the person did have curly hair, but I cannot tell you exactly who it was, but someone was arrested.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate the confirmation.
Okay.
All right, my dear.
Bye-bye.
Thanks very much. So there you go. An eyewitness saying somebody was arrested. Kiara saying it's somebody, but it ain't her. Her name ain't somebody.
Clearly out and free.
Yeah, girl, try and go straighten that hair real quick. All right, my dear. Again, thank you very much. And we'll keep people updated. As soon as we know more, then obviously, we'll try to get to the bottom of this. Always keep in mind as well, just because someone is arrested doesn't mean that they're guilty. Look at me. I've been arrested a million times. Hello. So give people the benefit of the doubt until we hear more about the allegations and the case actually moves forward, and then we'll see what happens. All right. KK says, that's Caymanians for you. Always be strong. Check your Scotia link, Sandy. I know they don't seem to know what's going on, child. I was trying yesterday to get some confirmation from the people I know at Scotia, but they seem like they're in the dark as well. So we'll see. All right, Kiara, have a good evening. Thank you so much.
All right, Sandy. Thank you as well.
All right, honey. And you guys have a wonderful evening. Make sure you tune in tomorrow morning. So that was an interview that we did with her last week, Thursday evening. However, this is still impacting this young lady. So what I wanted to do this morning is to really just sort of get this out there as widely as possible. Listen, this young lady is even saying that some of her clients are asking if this rumor is going to impact them negatively. That's crazy, right? It's not her. So what we know is that the person who was arrested is a 61-year-old or 62-year-old woman. Kiara is not that age. She's in her early 20s. So it is not her. Stop spreading this rumor. Okay? This is a young Caymanian doing her own thing. And I know y'all are blaming a source for the rumor. I'm not going to get into all of that. But this is a young Caymanian who is doing positive things, has done nothing wrong. And what I understand where the source comes from in terms of the mix-up is whoever the woman is, she has curly hair like Kiara, and from a distance might look kind of like her. That's what I'm hearing. But it ain't her. Not even in the same generation in terms of age. So let's try to make sure that goes viral. The real story, the truth. Kiara, just continue, my dear, on your positive vibe, and do what you got to do. All right, so listen to this. COVID is still out there. I think we're all living with it. You're supposed to still be quarantining once you test positive with COVID, so as not to infect a whole lot of people. How would you feel if someone tested positive yesterday, high viral count, which means they're very sick, they work as a chef at a local restaurant on West Bay Road, and their manager, owner of the restaurant, said, you have to come into work. We'll just treat it like it's a cold. Trying to find the owners of this restaurant, because I feel like I had the phone number of the male owner. How do y'all feel about this? Are we to the point now where we no longer care about COVID? You don't care if you're a chef or your restaurant staff have it, and if they're sick, you know, they can go into work and still dripple all over your food with their COVID germs and then potentially get you sick as a patron. Like, are we at that point now where we don't care? People are not self-isolating, especially when they're exposed to a lot of people in a restaurant environment. It's an interesting question, and I'm gonna contact the restaurant owner off air today because I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt that they must be crazy for telling this chef who's on a work permit that he has to come into work. You don't have anybody else to work. Is that what the problem is? Just says, keep your head up, Kiara, and your hard work will pay off. God bless. Jonathan wants to know what restaurant. All I can tell you is don't go to any restaurants on West Bay Road today. Stick to somewhere else in Georgetown. Let me narrow it down a little bit for you. West Bay Road before you get into West Bay. So if you're into West Bay proper, you'll be all right. Past the bridge, you'll be okay. Before the bridge, limit your options. And it's not fast food either. So go to Pizza Hut, honey child. Go have a pizza. Go to Burger King. But do not go to any other restaurant that might be in that vicinity that sells local-ish food. Honey chill. Ugh. Yuck. Y'all nasty. Make that poor chef stay home and get better. I'm looking for their number because I'm going to tell them a piece of my mind here this morning. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. Don't you think this is disgusting? I mean,
okay. I know you're on a different topic, but
yes, my dear.
My friend lost his wallet Saturday night, and if anybody said they found a wallet, could you please give me back a call at 927-2485?
Don't give out your number on the radio, honey child.
Okay.
You might have all kind of crazy people messaging you.
I know. Want to
Just
listen to this big
WhatsApp-
voice and
Hello.
call me up.
Miss, just WhatsApp us. But let me tell you how it works. If we find the wallet, we post it on the community page now. You aware that CMR has a community page for lost and found items?
Yes.
Yes. So if somebody comes forward and said, I found a wallet, it will definitely get posted. So if you don't see it posted yet, that means that no one has contacted us. I don't know what else they've done with the wallet. And then, I would say just to keep watching that page.
Okay, my dear.
Yeah, but don't give out your phone number here in public.
Okay, dear.
All right.
Have
Very
a
good.
wonderful day.
You're welcome. All right, folks. 936 Bobo is the telephone number. Give us a call. I got to be protecting y'all from yourselves. Why are you giving out your phone number for? So, folks, we've got lost dogs and puppies. Let me remind you about the community page. If you lose something or you found something, that's where we're posting it now. We still trickle a couple things on the other. Let me just show you guys. Hold on one second. We still trickle a couple things on the other page if it's like something urgent. So let me pull up CMR community. Only because some of y'all still not checking the community page, but very, very soon, nothing that is lost and found will be on the community page. So you've got to ensure that you are actually going to the community page. So this was someone lost a wallet. They sent us a picture of kind of what it looks like. Lost dogs. Look at this little puppy. Is this your dog? Oh, he's so cute. Oh my goodness. We have a phone that was found. If you lost the, this looks like an Android phone. So if you've lost a phone with that black case, check that out. And that's the picture on the the screensaver. Yes. Somebody else with a lost wallet. Debit cards being found. We got passports, debit cards, all sorts of stuff. So lost and found, CMR community page. By all means, go and check that out. Yes, that's where you need to find it. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Good morning, caller. You're live on the radio. Okay. Just please remember that if you call me while I'm live on air, then you're live on the radio. Yes? All right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sandy says, Cindy, you said you were going to call the restaurant. I'm trying to call them off air if possible. Now, I had the owner's phone number. Because there's a complaint some years ago about him, about the restaurant, and a situation. So I had one of the owners, I was trying to look through my phone actually, because I want to call them direct on their mobile number. Kind of feel like I'm trying to give these people a chance. Oh my gosh, what is his number? I can't remember his name. I can't remember his name. Oh, honey child, this is a bit of a dilemma. Nope, it's not. Well, it's not anybody that. Nope, and it's not Papa. It's not Pizza Hut. It's not. Where else do I frequent? It's definitely not. What's the name of the Indian place I always go? It's not Eats. It's not Treats. None of those places. Should I just call the restaurant? Should we give them a chance to do the right thing? They're forcing a work permit holder to go in who's very sick. High viral load with COVID. That dude's going to be coughing all over the damn food. That's just nasty. You see, this is the kind of thing that turns my stomach. And I'm the kind of person that low key, I'll never go there and eat again. Y'all better believe that. It's not PD's. I'll tell you who it's not. How about that? You ask me anybody that you think it might be, and I'm going to tell you it's not them, so that you can feel confident going there today for lunch. Sure. Nope, not PD's. Somebody says, yes, call them now. Oh, Lord Jesus. It's not Yoshi's. Y'all might really be surprised who it is because no one is getting the name yet. Interesting. This person says, name them. This restaurant been giving us bad food too much. Nope, not Georgetown Yacht Club. I told you West Bay Road. Georgetown Yacht Club, not in West Bay Road. Lord Jesus, y'all, like we want to know. And we want to know right now. All right, I'm trying to find their number. I'm really doing my best to find their number because I know I had the guy. Maybe I didn't save it, but I know for sure I've WhatsApped him and I spoke to him on the phone before about a complaint about bad service, which is unrelated to this. But let me see. I'm still looking in my phones. Let me see if I can find it. I really want to see if I can find it. What a hot mess, y'all. No, sir. Wow. It's not Simboko. Y'all are going through the whole list. Woo! Somebody just got it. You got it. Woo! Give me a name of the owner so I can check my phones. See if I can't call them and ask them what the hell are they doing. Telling sick people to come into work. You see, the sick guy isn't there yet. He's supposed to go in at midday because otherwise I would be calling them, but I'm trying to give them an opportunity. I knew it began with an M. I was thinking his name was something else though. Hold on. Let me see if I can find. Do you have his number? I'm gonna get to the bottom of this story, you know. You see, we have a responsibility when there is a communicable disease. And, you know, thankfully we haven't had anybody die in a minute from COVID. However, it's really, really important for you guys to understand that there's still a lot of vulnerable people out there. And it's not just a question of COVID deaths. It also is a question of long haul COVID. Yes, most of you have had COVID at least once, right? Although some people, do y'all know there are people who still haven't caught COVID yet? The deputy governor, poor him. He was home this week. He just caught COVID finally. All this time, France Manderson has not had COVID. But there are people who are vulnerable for different reasons. And so, in my opinion, if you know you're positive and if you test positive, the responsible thing to do, and it is still the law, by the way. So this company is actually in breach of the law of this country because you're supposed to still isolate. I told y'all the other day, my little Gianna got COVID. That's her second time. You know, kids, child. And so she tested positive. Now the law says that, you know, if she tests positive, then the rest of the household can just continue testing. So I was testing left, right, and center because ironically, I was sick, but I knew that mine wasn't COVID for more reasons than one. COVID is a bit peculiar in the way that it makes you feel. I found that I was sick in a different kind of way with COVID. And it started with a headache, and I'm not normally a person who gets headaches. Like you have some people have a loss of smell and taste, and those are classic COVID symptoms, right? But I was still testing, and I was limiting my contacts, even though I was negative. The other day, I was doing a live stream on Instagram, and some of you heard her refer to the COVID room, and they were like, "Did she just make mention of the COVID room? That she was going to go to the COVID room?" And I said, "Yes, that's what she refers to, her master room as the COVID room, because when we get sick, we all relegate to that room. You know, we can open up the sliding glass doors and windows and let that fresh air in to try and pull the COVID germs out. You know, you have to stay in the COVID room now and wait for your sandwich and food to be delivered. So it's not Makabuka. It's not Al Kebab. Estrella says she's trying to guess this restaurant name, busting her brain cells this morning. So no COVID for Estrella, girl. It's not Burger Shack. Stay home today. This person's like, I'm going to Al Kebab today. Now you know, if that owner answers, it'll be nothing but denials. Well, they listen. I would not dare say something like this if we didn't know. Yeah, y'all need to do better. Y'all definitely need to do better. Some of y'all guessing it now though. This person said that's why me eat food in my yard because me know. Oh God. What? Somebody gave you rotten steak and they end up in the hospital? Somebody else said I had a fly in my food. Child, you need to stop eating out. So one place gave them a crispy fry bug on the quesadilla yesterday for lunch. Another place gave them a big fly. Another place gave them a fly. Another place gave them rotten steak. Another place gave them bad steak, and they end up in the hospital. They said these restaurants need to take our health more serious. Child, you need to stop eating out. You have a bad streak. If that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen, stop eating out. Them restaurants don't like you. I believe that they're doing it on purpose. Somebody trying to kill you, child. No, sir. Somebody say, how me know? How me know they damn blah, blah, blah slave driving people? They do have a reputation. Lord Jesus. This person says, I'm a mind reader. I knew it had to be them. Me, I go and yam me food on my yard today. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hot mess. Nope, it is not Cabanas. No. Nope. Somebody's son got poisoned. Food poisoning can be tricky because it often can be very difficult to prove unless you have the food that can then be tested. Because sometimes what will make you sick is not the last meal that you ate. So, what a hot mess. Definitely not Thai orchid, child. I need to go there today for food. I love me a Thai orchid. Estrella said, stop it now. She's trying to eat her breakfast. All right. Nope, not any of those places that this person is guessing. Nope. He keeps getting, he's touching at every restaurant and still not the right one. Not walk and roll. All right, let's move on. I'm going to try to probably take a little break and give them a call off air and say, don't have that man come into work today. Because if he shows up to work today, I'm going to know it. And if I hear that you listen, y'all need to stop this. Employers, if people are sick, just the other day, somebody, I got the number. Thank you, sir. Just the other day, somebody was saying to me that they were out sick. They'd been out sick like the week before, had a doctor's note, et cetera, et cetera. Then they, the same issue kind of resurfaced. And they were out sick one day, and the employer's like, oh no, you can't be out sick today. You need to come into work or you need to go get us a doctor's note. And they're like, for one day? Does the law speak on how many days you need to be out sick before a doctor's note is required? Because I can't remember off the top of my head, but I thought if it's one day, I don't even think it's reasonable to ask. Now, if it's multiple days, then you ask for a doctor's note. Thankfully, this individual had to end up going to the doctor the next day because they felt so horrible. So they were able to get the doctor's note. But they were like, Sandy, is it right for an employer to be asking after one day's sickness? Somebody confirmed it's actually 3 days. You see, y'all employers are something else, Really and truly, y'all are shady. I mean, for real. Oh, horrible. Somebody's sick, make them stay home. Slave drivers. More than 3 days out sick and you need a note by law. Oh, good. I can tell them now because honestly, I could not remember. Hopefully that person's listening this morning. No, I got it already. I got it. No, I don't reveal no sources. What a hot mess. No, sir. Standard practice is 2 days before a note is required. However, the law states employer can request a note on the first day of illness. What? What section of the law says that? Because everybody's saying it's third day. The law says 2 days in a row, so the third day you need a note. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, there's no such thing as standard practice. It's either in the law or it's not. This person's going through a whole list. Casa 43, blue cilantro, craft. If not any of these, I give up. Magan. It's not any of those. I could go for some Casa 43 today too. Y'all making me hungry this morning. Stop it now. I can't eat till 12 o'clock. Somebody says shameful, very shameful, actually. Very shameful that we're even having to have this discussion. Lord Jesus. Okay. I have them on WhatsApp. Yes. So you can't treat COVID like a cold because COVID is not a cold. Now it's becoming more and more endemic, but it still remains way more contagious than a cold. And furthermore, people can have some very serious side effects. Thank God we have such a high vaccination rate. I got to be honest with you. That has been a lifesaver. I see some of y'all still talking foolishness about wanting to drop it for work permit holders. Y'all must be crazy. Leave it in place for work permit holders. Yeah. Especially since they outnumber everybody else. They make up such a large portion of the population. Keep that right where it is, honey chill. Don't mess around with that foolishness. Nothing wrong with it. All right. Container lady. Today is your opportunity to call. We got a little bit of downtime. If you want to call, it's not Tilly's. Nope. A hot mess. In situations where an employer has observed a pattern or the employee has high absenteeism, the employer can request a doctor's note for any sick days once the employee is notified. This will be put in place. If there's a pattern, but my gosh, it sounds to me like this this particular situation wasn't that type of thing. So I don't know. Okay. So they're claiming that that's not their policy. I've reached out to the manager. No, that's not our policy. Never has been and never will be. I'll ask so-and-so to give you a call and update. Well, I'm telling you, you need to check and see. Because her name was called as the person telling him to come to work today at 12 o'clock. Sort yourself out now. Sort yourself out. Sort yourself out. And if y'all fired a man, I can be on top of your asses too. I don't know if this is the company trying to call me. So let me take this off air for a quick second. Good morning, caller. Hello. Yes, I'm actually on air live now, and I've done you a favor this morning and not mentioned the name of the restaurant. So what I'm going to suggest you do is call me in the next hour. Yeah? All right. Yeah, this number is fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like I said, I'm on air, so I'd probably suggest you not go any further into the conversation until afterwards. Yes? Okay, very good. No problem. All right. Bye-bye. You see, folks, we try to give people an opportunity to fix their messes. Okay? The reason why they're getting an opportunity is the man isn't at work yet. Had he already been there, that would have been a problem. He's not supposed to report in until this afternoon. So, Daniel says, definitely a hot mess, no pun intended. Gabby says, Sandy, you need to do a special, the day in the life of a permit holder. I feel really bad for what some of them have to go through. And let me tell y'all something. Some of you have a reputation for not being very good employers. And you have to know that this is not a position that you should be wishing to jump. This is not like winning the Academy Awards, right? Bad employers are bad employers. Somebody say he's probably gonna get fired now. Well, he's not the one who's bringing us the story. Other people talk. If your staff are sick, let them stay home. And if I hear that the man get fired, I'm going to name you for sure. Capiche? I wouldn't recommend they do that if I were them. I'm playing nice at the moment. I'm playing very nice. But I hate to see people being taken advantage of. Yesterday, somebody called me. Here, this latest crackpot of a situation. Oh my God. There's so many businesses and industries that are taking advantage of people. Restaurants, salons. You know, salons are not supposed to be, salon owners, barbershops are not supposed to be renting chairs. They're supposed to actually employ these people. And a lot of them are doing chair rentals. So in other words, the actual person who works there doesn't work for them as an employer, although they hold their work permit. They're treating them as an independent contractor. That is against the immigration laws of this country. So they're having them pay them, not the other way around. And that's against the law. And not only are they doing that, but one woman, this person who owns a salon took out a work permit, told her that she needs to go out there and start prostituting herself at night, selling the proverbial puss, because apparently, you know, she not making no money in the salon business. Should she tell her to go out there and start prostituting at night? And this is a woman who has a child, and she's like, what? You want me to do what? With who? And bars are not the only ones, apparently, who are out there telling women to go and prostitute themselves. My God, listen to me. What we have managed to import into this country and allow to happen by way of infractions, not paying people, not paying pension, it is disgusting and deplorable. And we should not, there should be zero tolerance for this kind of behavior. And that is why I say to you all, even the guy last week, he got keep a business running when he knows well that he not paying people and owing people all kind of money. That's why I told Kurt, shut the business down and come out of it, son. This is not for you. And you don't understand how you're impacting people's lives. People can't pay their bills. They're getting evicted. And in most cases, these individuals are not Caymanians. And so they're even in a worse predicament because they don't have anybody here to help them. I don't know. Listen, I don't know what's wrong with DLP. But I have more people coming to me telling me that I'm more effective than DLP at getting them their money. Even yesterday, one security guard stopped me. I gave him my card. He starts telling me a story about how his situation has been with DLP forever and he can't get no help. KY345 says maybe it's time for Cayman to start implementing a publicly displayed sanitation rating for restaurants and cooked food vendors, with perhaps inspections being something done randomly or every 2 to 3 months. Hello. In Miami, when they do their food inspections, they issue, and we published it from years ago, a list of all of the restaurants that fail inspection. It becomes a public document. The local paper, let me see if I can find it for y'all, because I know they're publishing it on Facebook. Restaurants that fail inspections. It is a common thing to notify the public as to who those restaurants are. Let me see. And they'll tell you, why doesn't the public deserve to know this information? We used to publish it because I thought it was always so interesting. And I would say, Caymanians love to go Miami, honey child. You better know which restaurant not to go eat at. No, sir. Here we go. Miami Herald used to have it. A Pollo Tropical, the one near you, ? And 2 mall food court restaurants fail inspection. This is the normal thing. Yeah? They would put it up as a story. I know y'all think only CMR wants to post this kind of stuff, but this is very much run of the mill because consumers need to know. Right? This one, they tell you the exact location, everything. Failed inspection. And they tell you why. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. I know you're on a kind of topic this morning, but I'm wondering if you're going to have any open mic.
Well, what's on your mind?
Cost of living. Still, I promise. I promise. No, but they're not going to make that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's not the topic today, but you can talk about it if you'd like. If you want me to talk about it, I'd probably say, pick a day when we can focus on that alone, maybe.
Yeah, but I think that's a good idea because it's a about it. Okay. Well, you got any down days because you got a topic every day for the last couple of weeks. So can you see any down days on your calendar?
I'll put it on the agenda, my darling. I know we've talked about it before, but I'll add it again because there's some topics that you gotta keep talking about them. Yes. And that's definitely one of them.
Okay then. Anytime this week or this is a next week thing.
All right. Maybe what today is Tuesday. Yeah, it is a short week too, right? Because tomorrow's a holiday. So
right about next week thing. Okay, thank you.
All right, darling.
Bye-bye.
The Florida Department of Business and Professional Regulation does restaurant inspections. Who does restaurant inspections here in Cayman Islands? I think it's the Department of Environmental Health. We never hear any reports from them. We never see anything. I got to be honest with you. It would be good to get, oh my God. If you're eating, turn the radio down. Here's another one. It's called the Sick and Shut Down List. So this is Miami Herald again. It says one of the consistencies from the sick and shut down list which this week includes restaurants from Miami-Dade, Broward, Palm Beach, and Monroe counties, is hand washing. So these people are not washing their hands enough. And so, whoa, top 10 restaurant inspection violations in Florida was what this video was called. Floors, ceilings, walls, and attached equipment aren't properly constructed and cleaned, or rooms and equipment aren't properly ventilated. That's the number one issue. Number two, food contact surface areas aren't properly cleaned and sanitized. Yeah. Number three, food contact surface areas aren't properly designed, constructed, maintained, installed, or located. Number four, non-food contact surfaces aren't clean. So things like the floors and stuff like that. Number five, food isn't properly protected from cross-contamination during preparation, storage, or display. And cross-contamination, especially when it comes to raw meat, can make you very sick. Number six, failure to maintain clean wiping cloths and linens, or lack of laundry facilities to do so. So, you know, people have wipes and they reuse them on different surfaces. All you're doing is cross-contaminating the surfaces. Number seven, failure to provide hand washing supplies or hand washing signage. And they need the hands free too. Plumbing, so mop, sink, filters, backflow prevention not properly installed and maintained.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm calling. Yeah, I don't have a long time because I'm at work. I'm calling about this man in Bardentown, Mr. Julie, and his wife is Junie. They sending container to Jamaica, and 4 of us. I don't other people.
Oh, this is another group of people. Oh, I thought this was the guy. This isn't the guy. What's his name? This is somebody else again. Lord have mercy.
Yes, this is Alice. And let me tell you, the man destroyed every single thing I sent down. And I called him and I said, even the 2 bags of rice, the box smash, things throw away on it and everything crush out. I say, what about the 2 bags of rice? He say, they hand the container there. But me say the container already clear already. And the container gone. So where is the rice? The man hang up the phone. You cannot talk to the man or his wife. They curse you off and take your stuff and look like I don't know where they do this stuff them. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. I'm so shocked, my dear.
I don't know if the other people they call in, but it's a lot of us. Send with the Bardentown man, Julie. And you cannot call him.
I haven't heard about this one
and
before.
Right now, he is packing container to send off again. I'm not going to try to get rid back our stuff what he mashed up.
Wow.
I tell you that man is a murderer. So anybody put stuff pan in container can decide so they know have nothing going to Jamaica. And next lady send down again. And the lady in Jamaica and have to extend her ticket 3 times. She couldn't extend it for the 4th time and she have to come back up. When her sister go to collect the stuff, her box missing.
What's the name of the company? Do they, you know the name of the company that they have?
I go and get the company and send the name to you.
All right. Send me their numbers as well. All this time I was thinking I was thinking this was the guy that we had featured before, but this is somebody else again. Lord Jesus.
A lot of people go and call you because I just get the number for last week, Thursday, to get in touch with you. A lot of us go and call you about it because you can send container and take people's stuff. And when you take them, you send them home. You take the container, collect people money, and now you cannot. But when your family member go to collect, nothing for them to collect, and you can't talk to the man, and he's still packing container.
Send me his information, please.
Yeah.
All right, dear.
Okay, ma'am. So
All
I'll
right.
get back to you.
No
Yeah.
problem. Okay, good. All this time, I was thinking it was the other container guy. What a mix-up. Morning, caller.
Good morning, Sandra. It's your sister Carmelly here. How are you this morning?
Oh, Lord, Carmelly. Well, your drama is for the day, ma'am.
There are people that want to take the people that rent money, deposit money, and give them back the people and their money. Janet Chisholm and her son Carlos Forbes need to find my deposit money and give me back. And there are other people out there that taking the people and deposit money and don't want to give the people and back their deposit. That is another topic that we need to talk about. I need my money. I'm waiting for them to call me to find out about my money. Should send one message by somebody and tell me, say, I must sit down and wait. But yet still, she's getting $950 from government, which government didn't do the proper supervision when they look at her application form. She's sitting down, smoking cigarette all day, collecting $950 from government, and then have 4 apartments or 3 apartments for rent, one for $1,200, one for $950, and the other one for $950 or $750. And far as I know, when government doing their thing, if you have a steady income that bringing in money, you do not entitle to that $950. And I want to know why she collecting the $950 and sitting on smoking on government money and holding on to people's deposit money. I need my deposit back. I really honestly need my deposit back. So if she listens to you every morning because she loves you. So I know she's listening to you. And I know she will.
Oh, Jesus, peace.
Johnny, please find a way to bring back my $600 deposit.
Oh,
you and your son. I need my money. I'm waiting patiently on my deposit money, please. Thank you. Have a good day.
Oh, my gosh. What a mess. Wow. Okay. Y'all done gone open Pandora's box today. The madness is about. Oh my gosh. Wow. Ms. Dean says, if I was told to sell my body by female employee Sandy, the first man I'd sell to would be her husband or man. No, sir. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. No. Damien is talking about people who can't speak English. Nick says he can solve all the problems in the world just by increasing salaries. All right, let's call the container man. Let's see if we can at least try and solve one problem here today. Ay, what a caramba. Hi, here's one from my Honduran friends. Clay Panch. Hold on. Que plancha? No. Que plancha? Sí. Planchera or plancha? Which is it? Y'all need to help me out. Que planchera, I think is what the saying is. Rocío, ¿dónde estás? Is it planchera? What a hot mess is basically what that means in Spanish. Yes, que planchera. Oh my goodness, y'all look crazy. All right, let's give, what's his name? What did she say his name is? Let's give the container man a call today. Y'all gotta do better, man. I mean, how hard? I don't understand how hard it is, How hard can it be for y'all just to do the right thing? Oh my goodness. Sure. Oh, we've got a breaking situation.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning there.
We've received some complaints about your shipping business. You ship products or packages to Jamaica?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we've got a complaint, at least on one person. She says there are numerous others who are going to be contacting us here at Cayman Mall Road to say that their stuff isn't reaching, and when it's reaching, there's stuff missing out of it, and it's a whole bag of mix-up. Have you received any complaints from your customers?
Yeah, I received a couple of complaints,
Mhm.
but what I told the persons who come, not plenty still, just a few.
Uh-huh.
I told them that I'll be checking in on the operation at the port,
Mm-hmm.
because we have a broker there that's supposed to be overlooking what's happening on the wall.
The port where? In Cayman or in Jamaica?
No, in Jamaica.
Okay. Uh-huh.
In Jamaica, yeah. And we called him to find out if there was any mishaps that is happening on the wall. He said no. I told him I got complaint from a couple of customers that their stuff. Well, I can understand they when it's burst or whatever, it depends on your packet.
Mm-hmm.
But when it is, what I said, they are not complaining about stuff being burst, but stuff being missing. If he could tell me anything about it, he said he would check. We'll talk with the port authorities, the guy who did the container. He told me a particular name, but I can't remember the name he told me. That he would check with them and then he'd get back to me.
Okay.
I called him up to yesterday, spoke with him. He hasn't gotten any word of such from anyone yet. I'm still hanging on to hear what really transpired on this. But it's just since recently we got that complaint, since the container came out of the wharf in December. That's supposed to have come out of the wharf in December. It actually stayed there until this month. It's just since February it cleared out the wharf.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, there seems to be an issue. I don't know about any other like destinations, but there does seem to be an issue with people who send stuff to Jamaica. What do you think is going on with boxes and packages that go to Jamaica? I think one of the problems is,
to be honest, what I think is happening is that there used to be a situation where we get the container off the wharf, the seaboard container off the wharf with the stuff in it. It's not happening like that for the past 2 months, 3 months, thereabout. What they're doing on the port in Jamaica now is strip the container, put the stuff in a warehouse, and you either have to get a truck, the shipper have to get a truck to truck it off the wharf. You know, it's not gonna take a day because there's no whole truck that can hold a 40-foot container load of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And what has been happening also is that by the time you start taking all this stuff off the wharf, you don't know who or what can happen in between, because there's nobody you can report to say this box is being tampered with or that box is being tampered with, because we can't go on the port. The broker assists us with taking out the stuff. And if he's not allowed to be there when it is being unloaded, he's not 100% sure of how the condition of the stuff is that's going to be packed back into the containers.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened for the container that was stripped, supposed to be stripped in December, is stripped earlier this month, is that when it was stripped, there was no the broker said there was no custom officer there for 2 days. The Monday, there was no custom officer. So I asked him, how comes it was allowed to be stripped without a custom officer present to view, to see what was happening?
That doesn't sound right.
That isn't proper. So I said, anyhow, I didn't say much, because he said the custom officer would have been there on the Wednesday. The container starts stripping from Monday now. There was no custom officer there Tuesday. He reported, and there's no custom officer there on Tuesday. So when the custom officer gets there, it was Wednesday when the container was allowed the strips and the stuff were put. I don't know if it was in the warehouse or what security was there when that has happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then we can't get any clear argument or report on. So we're still waiting to hear what transpired between those days and the things were checked and repacked and come off the wall.
So the people who have, let me just be clear now. The people who have missing items, yes, you are prepared to replace those missing items in kind or with cash?
What we were planning to do is, after we hear from what customs saying, whatever we can afford to reimburse or to whatever. Because I understand that some people, one person in particular, she never spoke with me. But when it was reported that she lost quite a number of things, like perfumes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I she hasn't spoken to me. She spoke to my wife.
Yes.
But she related to me. So I have her as one of the persons. I'm inquiring to find out if there's any way anybody knows where her stuff is, in terms of is it left on the wharf, was taken out to search and not put back in her box or whatever.
I mean, I guess at the end of the day, if she doesn't,
as soon as I get that, then I know exactly how to go about what I have to do. But I know there are people who needed to be who have to be refund or replace, things that are refund or replace. But the other side of it is that it is so difficult for carelessness like that to happen, and then it drops on the ship alone. But I understand somebody have to pay anyway. So
how long have you been in the shipping business now?
I've been in there for about 9 years, yeah, about a little over 9 years, yeah, about.
Yeah, because there's some businesses that carry inherent risk, right? And that's why I guess you carry insurance and you try to have certain protocols and stuff in place, because some of what you're saying about customs officers not even being on location, I don't know if that's customary in Jamaica. I mean, that would not happen in Cayman, because you're not unlocking a container.
I know for sure.
Without a customs officer being there, there's a proper procedure. And so I think
because
that when
even
people,
when we're packing, they're here. So
yeah,
so I understand. Yeah,
I think that when you take on certain businesses, maybe you need to really appreciate the risk that you're taking on as well. Because now your name is in the streets of Cayman, saying this is not a good man to do business with. Him and his wife, they live in Bodden Town, or stuff is getting missing. People saying that you're not telling the truth, that the story is mixed up and this and that.
It's never easy to do. It's never easy to do business
That's
like
true.
this. But a lot of customers know that we are not that kind of a person. And what's happening now to us is as new to us as it's new to the customer who ship with us. So we are just trying to we try to do our best in terms of from here to Jamaica. But what happened at the wharf since September? What's happened at the wharf since September, really? It's crazy because the container doesn't come off the wharf until after sometime 2 months, 8 weeks, sometime 6 weeks, thereabout. And nobody knows what happened and with the stuff them on the wharf during those period of time, because we don't have access to them. Nobody for us have any access to them. So that's what's happening.
So the people are saying that they're calling you and they're also not able to get through. You have you answered me this morning.
If I answer my phone, if I don't get a call, if I'm not at a place where I can answer my phone, I return all the calls that comes into it. I work in the prison. I help in the prison service voluntarily. So sometimes I'm there. And once I go through the gate at Northwood or Fairbank, I can have a phone with me. But a lot of time when I come out from those places, I return all the calls that comes to me. Some of them are WhatsApp. But I might try to get them. I get recording because obviously some persons are not accepting calls right to the deal because of their work or whatever. So sometimes I get them, sometimes I don't. But I return every call I get. The saying that you call when I get them, I don't understand how. You may not get me when you call me, but I return a call.
All right. Well, sounds like you got some refunds to be issuing, and I don't know what the way forward is, but there's certain things that can't be replaced. It depends on what it is that you're sending. So I think maybe you need to see if you want to continue to even be in this business, because it sounds a little bit sketchy to me. So I don't know, but I just wanted to let you know. CMR has been receiving complaints about your situation. So it's not good once your name out in these streets, honey child.
Understand? I understand that, but we tried our best. But then sometimes some things happen that is we don't have any control over. But we are just trying to see if we can fix, and if we can go on. I'm seriously considering, as I spoke to my wife. time and time again. We're serious because since the hardship starts in Jamaica, where you can't get the wharf, the stop of the wharf in the container that it goes down in, so you either have to truck it off. Nobody knows the safety of the goods in the warehouse because there are some places over there that doesn't have much cameras. So it's like the things are left to the mercy of the world. So it seems like anybody can walk in and do whatever they want, and then we have to suffer all of that. And then it costs so much for storage when they have the stuff on the wharf so long and all of that. And then at the end of the day, it's still costing you. Which is, I don't think it's fair to us or anybody at all. But then it is what it is.
Well, my dear, try and sort it out. It's not a good look.
Okay, ma'am. Thanks.
All right.
Thanks for informing me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
All right, dear. Bye-bye.
All right.
I don't know, boy. This container situation going to Jamaica sounds like a real mix-up. What a mess. Phew. Yes, sir. All right, we've got more complaints coming in. I feel like this is a complaints hotline. Now, hear this story now. Let me see if I can find this one now. Hold on 1 second. So again, these people not wanting to go to DLP, although I tell them go to DLP. We have to have it on record. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good morning, Sandy. How are you doing?
Not bad. How are you?
I'm okay, thank God.
Good.
Good to hear that you're okay.
Yes.
I've been thinking about what to do with this situation with this girl that won't return our deposits that we give her on a lease that she made up on her own. And when we called the owner of the building said she had no authorization whatsoever to release a section of the building that she has leased.
Okay, so this is a person who is renting from someone and she sublet to you.
Exactly.
But her contract did not permit her to sublet to you. Okay.
Yeah. So she made up this document on her own.
Yes.
And we took it to one lawyer. Lawyer looked at it and he said, it looks legit to him. But he said, you need to get a written consent from the actual owner of the building, saying that, yes, she has authorization to do this.
This subletting
document. Yes.
Okay.
So it took me some time because I asked her to get it for me because I wanted it to conform after he told us that we're taking him to lawyer's advice. This is before we give her any monies or anything. So she said, you don't worry about that. Everything is in order. I will get it for you. That was the last thing. So we went and signed the papers.
When was that?
She
Sorry.
signed, we signed. Pardon me?
You said when was that?
Well, that's what's so after she gave us the lease, okay, we went to a lawyer. He looked at it. He said it looks fine to him, but he said just make sure the owner of the building, the actual owner of the building, is in agreement that she could sublease.
Okay.
So we went to her. I explained to her what we wanted. She said, "Yeah, no problem. I get it for you." So we went ahead and signed the papers like idiots, and signed the papers without having this consent. So everything was signed up. We give her $7,000. The rent was $3,500. We give her $7,000. Plus, we bought the stock from her that she had as a bar called Essence Bar. We bought the stock that she had there for another, I think it was like $4,000. So in total, she received like over $10,000 from us, for two of us. So we thought everything was in order. At first, nice smile. Everybody was like friends, and everybody was in good working terms. We were supposed to be, have the business going. So we started doing the business, and the business was going good. Apparently, she in love with this business, so she didn't want to let go of the business. First of all, she came and installed cameras in the business inside of the business to
So
watch what was going on.
let me just try to understand. You're renting a bar from her that she previously owned.
That's right.
Okay.
That's
All
right.
right. Mm-hmm.
So we leased it from her. She was running. She said she couldn't run it no more because of her kid, and it was stressing her out and blah blah blah. But what we come to find out, that actually nobody liked the girl because of her attitude, and nobody was going to the place.
Mm.
I'm a person who everybody knows,
Mm-hmm.
including yourself. You know me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a musician. I'm not going to say a popular guy. That's not my place to say that, but just about everybody knows me.
Mm-hmm.
Worked with the government for over 16 years playing music at the airport, not the port.
Mm-hmm.
So I know a lot of people. So I started inviting people. People started coming out to the place. Place started filling up. And the girl was watching us day and night on the cameras.
Hmm.
So we were doing well with the place. The one mistake we made, we couldn't wait to get our own trade and business license. So we was using her trade and business license to get the work permits to get the place up and up, because she had no people working for her. Nobody wanted to work for her. She's just that kind of person that nobody wants to work for her.
Mm.
So we had the place up and going. We went and I applied for two work permits on Express work permits, which cost me over $1,200
Mm-hmm.
to get. And I also applied for another one, which on a normal terms, it cost me another $375.
Mm-hmm.
So all of that money was lost, because after 2 months, we signed a 2-year lease with being able to go for 5 years.
Okay.
So after we signed all of these papers, did all of this work, was paying half of the internet, paying the light bill. Another thing which she crooked us with was the light bill.
Mm.
I asked her, because before we get the place, I said, well, more or less what the light bill looks like when it comes. She said, well, it's not much, because we don't use no cooler stuff in here. I would say it hasn't gone over $250, $260. I said, fine.
Mm-hmm.
When we got our first light bill, it was $500 and something dollars. When I look at it, was 2 light bills on there for 2 months. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
1 month where she was there, 1 month where we were there.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is, I went to J. Scott, I went to CDG. Both of those places refused to give us any benefits as a company, because they say the girl owe them money, and they're not going to. They could sell us at regular price. J. Scott even told me, they said, this is the last time we're going to sell you, because you don't have we can't do this under this company name, because she has a bill here with us, and until she settled that bill. I called her about it. She said, then people don't know what the F they're talking about. Blah, blah, blah. It was just a mess, a complete mess. So she got vexed with us, because one night, this is during Christmas now, after I gave her a letter, and I said, you know what, I'm not going to stay here anymore, because the girl was stressing me out. The girl was calling and why your employee wearing short pants? I said, listen to me. Why my place not like that. I don't like no riffraff coming to my place. I said, but it's not your place more. She got pissed off because we were telling people it's our place. We had at least, and with her name behind it, nobody would come there. When we start telling people that it's our place, come and check us out there, and you know how it is with a business. You have to call people to understand what's going on. She didn't like that. She called us and tell me, say, I don't want her to tell her. And so she went on Instagram, and I don't know if she went on Facebook also, but video herself saying, hello, just making you all know that Essence Lounge is still my place, and I own it, remanaging, I own it, got new manager in the place. I went to her and I said, listen to me. We're not your managers. We lease the place from you. We own the place while we have it leased. We give you money to own the place, and you going out there telling people that you're the owner, but we just manage. I said, so at the end of the month, will you pay us for managing your place? He said, no, but it's my place. It's my place. I said, I understand that, but you need to step back and forget about telling people that it's your place, because people are calling me and asking me if it's her place. I'm not going there anymore. You understand? So it was just a complete mess. One night, that's Christmas now, we had 2 people working with us, 2 persons working with us, the ones that we put the express permit for. And this during the Christmas now, which I had already give her a letter, tell her that I couldn't take that no more. You know, I want to break the lease and just we'll give you the place just like how you give it to us. We'll take out everything we have to take out, fix whatever we have to fix, and give you your place back. Just give me my deposit back. That's all I want. I don't want no trouble with you because people had already warned me after the fact that we were already involved with her. She was a dangerous person, very dangerous person. I said, well, you know what? I'm not into that. I had owned Jungle Bar for 7 years, owned Soli Luna, well, it wasn't Soli Luna, it was Buttonwood originally, for 5 years, and never had any problem with anybody I leased from. When money and come, I paid them the money, and that was it. And that's what I did with her the first month. Then afterward, why she got pissed off, because the one night I told the 2 staff, I said, boy, and I've been working hard, so it's Christmas time. We're going to stay here this after we close in time now. I said, we're going to stay here a little while so we could celebrate between us. And there was a friend of mine and his wife there, which was there all night with us. So we closed the front door. This is 2 o'clock in the morning. Now we closed the front door and we were up in there drinking. And because she was on the camera watching, she got pissed off next day. She said, have you run card? I said, yeah, we run card for the person that was up in there with us because he was there all night and we didn't run his card. He was buying us drink too, as we was there celebrating the Christmas season with the 2 staffs because they had did such a great work. She said, well, that can't work for me and none of gonna make me. And we come to find out that the license, not even her license, the person that, anyway, that's a different story. But
all right, try to make it. We got to shorten the story a little bit now because it sounds like a royal mess, left, right, and center.
The thing is that she refused to give us our deposit back.
Okay.
After giving her the place the way she gave it to us.
Yes. So you gave her notice. You gave her notice within the contract. What did the contract say?
That's right. That's
How much notice you had to give her?
It said within 30 days. So we was there November the 1st. I gave her the December the 1st. I gave her the notice, or the last of November. Can't remember exactly. I don't have paper in my hand right now. But 30 days. I say within 30 days I will be leaving your place. She said no problem. She signed it. She signed the paper and everything. And at the end of the day, she find all kind of things to wiggle around to keep that $3,500 from us.
$3,500
plus. I lost that plus the permit money, which was like $1,500, $1,700, which I consider that loss.
So your deposit is $3,500.
That's right.
All right. What's this person's number? WhatsApp me. Don't tell me on the air. WhatsApp me her number.
I'll send it to you.
Yeah. So you just want your $3,500 back.
That's all I want.
Yeah.
She could keep whatever she want to keep and say whatever she want to say. I just give me my $3,500 back.
All right. What's the lady's name?
Jessica Jackson Eden from Essence Lounge and Crucial Inc.
All right. Send me her number. Let's give Jessica a call and hear what Jessica has to say.
I'll do that right now.
All right, my dear. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
All right, dear. So, what a mess. Yeah, you've got to, I have heard of people subletting before when they didn't have permission to do so. And so that kind of puts you in a bit of a predicament, to be honest. And this whole thing sounds like a big mix-up, right? Folks, you've got to be prepared to do your due diligence in advance. Yes. So ensure that you check if somebody's subletting. I would require to see their lease, at least that section of the lease that says that they can sublet without an issue. Because otherwise you might be getting into a bit of a predicament yourself. Sometimes you're anxious, you're looking for a new location and that sort of thing, but you gotta do the proper steps. Operating under someone else's business license is never a good idea. take the time to put in for your own license. Now, that will mean things like inspectors will have to come through, because I know a little bit about liquor licensing and what they will require. So, yes, if they have to do inspections and so on, then that's what it is. I would say y'all need to be more careful. All right, let's give her a call. Let's see if he can send the number now, since we're here. Oh my goodness. Damien says, no man, what you thinking? Just not. Oh gosh, there's somebody else calling. 945. Who is this morning? Good morning, caller. Hello. Hi. Yes. Oh, she's not going to answer because she's watching the show? Lord have mercy. Oh, I think I need to see who it is. I would suggest, well, let me call her and see. Maybe she's going to answer the phone. All right. Oh, y'all give me the sauce.
You have reached the voicemail.
Oh, the phone is off. Saying the phone not going to get answered because she listens to the show right now, honey child. Jessica, who you is? Who your mama is, girl? Don't be embarrassing yourself like that. Just answer the phone.
You have reached the voicemail box of 345328682.
So she's sitting and answering. She's watching.
You can leave a message after the tone. When you're finished,
see, y'all be asking to end up on Mall Road. I'm telling y'all the truth. Y'all clearly love embarrassment. Fine the man's $3,500 today by 5 o'clock. I don't care where you get it from. That's your business. Go get a bank loan. I'm not suggesting you sell anything illegal. This person says, yes, he's right about Essence not getting business in the beginning. I work in the area and I can tell you it's always empty. Oh, Lord. Here you know. Okay, now I realize who it is. She said, now I'm watching the show. Jessica, do yourself a favor, girl. Just do yourself a favor. Get this man his deposit money back. Sounds like it's been a couple months and he's been patiently waiting. All right, here's another sus story. We might as well end it on a sus note. WORC, according to this source, went to Town Market on Friday and made an arrest. They were at a show put on by the Ministry of Agriculture. I watched as work officials arrested one of the vendors. She had a produce stall set up and selling produce at the night town market. Okay. Word on the Mall Road is that she has a janitor permit, but has been selling local produce at the farmers market on cricket grounds. Seems like these janitorial workers are a real problem with them working outside their permit. More importantly, it's the people who are allowing them to take out these fake permits. By the way, I need to call another one who called me the other day claiming that I was going to be getting a phone call about her, but it's not so. Well, I'm getting more than a phone call about you now, honey child. Y'all better shape up. The government not prepared to do it. Well, Mall Road gonna have to shame y'all into doing the right thing. This story continues. Farming and fishing are the two sectors that are license free for Caymanians, and they seem to find the loophole everywhere they go. Word is, since she got fired from her farming jobs for unethical and bad behavior, she's telling folks that she's going to mash up her former employer's business if it's the last thing that she'd do in Cayman because they let her go. Seems she's been jumping from farm job to farm job, trying to get someone to take out a work permit for her. How can she be working for a janitorial business and selling produce right in the open with no regard for the law? Rumor has it that the lady that is in charge of placing vendors at the farmers market also has a farm in East End and sells or credits these illegal vendors produce to sell for her. Oh, geez. Conflict of interest much? Please, can you get to the bottom of this? This issue is hurting a lot of farmers, and no one is regulating who and how people are allowed to sell at these markets. These illegal vendors are also buying imported products and marking it up and telling customers it's local produce. Oh, geez, some beast. What? No, sir. They sell to restaurants and anyone else who will pay cash. If I wonder if vendors at the agriculture show on Wednesday will be properly screened to stop this type of illegal activity. If we want to stop illegal immigration practices, then the truth must be told. Wow. Oh my. No bueno. Not good. Not good at all. Romelia says not only janitorial people. Ay, ay, ay. All right. Shall we looks like Jessica Nugget answered the phone. Somebody says she's a piece of work. Horrible human being, if you can call her human. Oh Lord. This one say yes. Y'all need to get it together. You're impacting your own reputation. What a hot mess. I tell you, find a man deposit money, please. Somebody else said they're trying to collect too. She's in what? Something with us. And right now we're trying to collect what she owes us according to our records. Oh my God. I don't know why y'all getting business and doing nothing but business, yeah. And owing people left, right, and center.
Richelin, good morning. How may I help you?
Yes, hi. I'm looking for Jessica.
No, it's not here. You need a call after 2 p.m.
After 2 p.m.?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, have a nice day, man.
You too. Bye-bye. All right, we'll get to the bottom of it. Hello, Sandra. Says, guess what nationality this person is? The fearless nationality, selling without a license. This is for the produce situation. Gosh, we got so many. Y'all are just bamboozling left, right, and center all over the place. My goodness. It appears that we have little to no enforcement in this country, I must say. Even me, I'm shocked at the level of non-compliance. What on earth is going on? Fake and fraudulent marriages, working outside the terms of your work permit, owing people money, not paying them, stealing people's deposit money. It's like every which corner, every turn round, people are just sick and tired of these issues. Yes, Jim says these people coming here and selling without proper or legal rights needs to be put down or out. You even see people running businesses online without a business license. If it's regular and ongoing postings, they are then considered a business. Yes, it's true. What on earth is going on? All right, here's your daily news briefs from Kevin Watler, folks. Please, can y'all just get it together? Oh, we got Jared. Jared, are you calling the show today? Hey, honey child. Hello. Hi. You're on air.
Hello, Miss Sandy.
Where have you been? Everybody wants to know what happened to Jared.
I've been busy, but I call in to big up enforcement on arresting that person.
Yes, that's one
whoever it
down.
is.
Looks like about another 50,000 to go.
But we need to up it up. Custom and Border Control, whoever, we need to keep this up. Because if we don't keep the pressure on, we're gonna have the same issues that we keep having every day. You know, I hate to say it, but we import unscrupulous people with unscrupulous practices, and they're not ethical.
Yeah.
So we have to fix that. And the sham marriages, that's a whole nother issue, but you know, we need to deal with that. But I just calling to just big up enforcement for actually enforcing something.
For getting one person off the streets. Yes. Very good. It's a start.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Nice talking.
Thanks, Jared. All right, folks. Here's your news briefs. Y'all have a wonderful day. Oh, hold on. Luis, Stacy saying hi to Jared. Dean says, I can't believe that Cayman has gotten so loose. Not the Cayman I knew in the 1990s. Am I going to be on air tomorrow? No, honey child. I'm going to be at the agriculture show. I might live stream from there, but I'll be enjoying the show myself. I think my husband needs to go get some more produce for his garden, some peppers and whatever. Louise says Jessica spends her time at Bananas, so she sleeps all day until the afternoon. But somebody says she was listening to the show this morning, so maybe she's not sleeping. She told me she will have problems getting her white people back in her place, that she doesn't want any Spanish or Black in her place. I told her, news flash, you are Black and Spanish. Oh, geez, some peace. Hold on, we got a call coming in. Morning, caller. Welcome to the program.
Sandra, I didn't mean to call you like this. Get your husband to give me a call. It's urgent.
You're echoing, but my husband must call you?
Yes, please. It's urgent.
You should probably know that not gonna happen. So you have to call me off air because my husband don't call people like that.
Okay, and then the other thing is, never mind. Call me when you finish the show.
All right. No, honey child. My husband not call nobody. Sorry for y'all. He only calls me because I'm his wife. Ugh, what a hot mess. Woo, honey child. No, sir. He not gonna call you. And he probably not gonna respond to your messages either. Anyway, here's your news brief. Beautiful people. Yes, sir. Miss Stacy. Marquette, what's in? She said, in the day, yeah, dying with laughter. Yeah, my love. Oh, honey child. Y'all have a beautiful day. Try and behave yourselves now. Tomorrow's agriculture show. Take the kids out there. Enjoy. The Royals will be there in the morning, apparently. Don't get in their way. Let them do whatever. She's from Honduras. But Luis, you're not from Honduras too? You don't know how to tell her off in Spanish or what? Here are your news briefs, folks. Lord Jesus, take the wheel.
Hello, I'm Kevin Watler, and this is your CMR Daily Buzz. Here's a summary of some of Cayman's latest headlines. A 29-year-old man from Bordentown has been formally charged with assault, threats to kill, wrongful confinement, and damage to property in relation to a series of domestic incidents last week. Police said that the man is also subject to a protection order relating to the victim and has therefore been charged with 2 counts of breach of a protection order, and he was also charged with assaulting police and attempting to escape lawful custody. In light of the passing of Her late Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, Cayman's local currency will be phased out and replaced with a new design featuring His Majesty King Charles III. This opportunity will also help to facilitate the complete redesign of the current banknotes. Governor Martin Roper and Premier Wayne Panton and their wives officially welcomed their Royal Highnesses, the Earl and Countess of Wessex, to the Cayman Islands yesterday. They will be in the Cayman Islands until tomorrow. Global investor Dart, headquartered here in the Cayman Islands, recently received the Forbes 5-star rating for its 3 regional properties. Forbes 5-star is considered the most highly coveted rating in the hospitality industry. Now for your CMR weather update. It's brought to you by WG Charters. Sunrise at 6:50. Mostly sunny skies are expected when the temperature is at 83 degrees Fahrenheit and humidity at 66% like the forecast calls for. It will feel like it's in the mid-80s. Winds east-southeast at 10 to 20 miles per hour and the sun sets at 6:28. At nighttime, the temperature falls to the mid-70s. Looking forward, lots of sunshine for the rest of the week. If you would like to know more on any of these stories, visit CaymanMallRoad.com or follow Cayman Mall Road on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, and YouTube. That's it for now on The Daily Buzz. Thank you for joining me. Please stay safe and God bless.
Thank you for tuning in to another episode of The Cold Hard Truth on Bobo 89.1 FM. Cayman's #1 talk show is live weekdays from 7:30 a.m. Never miss an episode again. Watch anytime on CMR's Facebook and YouTube channels for the latest show episodes. Don't forget to follow us online on our social media channels and visit CaymanMarlRoad.com for all the latest news and community happenings.